Bright one. What a move. Stunning. Welcome everyone to Sector 1 Sim Racing Round 3 Group B of the Next Level Racing M6 GT3 Championship and the Aussie Hampton M4 Challenge live from Sardegna Road Track B. I am Sean Ghost Muller, bringing you all the action this evening. Joining me in the box is the two-time Bathurst champ, the one and only Good Doctor. Top of the evening, sir.
Good evening, mate. How are you?
How are you on this Sunday evening?
Not too bad, actually. Looking forward to some good racing. Always a decent track to get around this one.
And it's Group B.
And it's Group B, exactly.
And also joining us, fresh off a podium last round, it's the one and only Brad, AK Stickers. Top of the evening, sir.
G'day, Ghost. How are you, mate? Yeah, good to be here. Yep, no, I love this track. Had a good run there. Looking forward to some interesting action tonight.
Did you have a big party after your podium last week?
Yeah, no, we went down to the tent, and the beer was for the Bacchus was flowing freely. It was good.
That would have been a wild party with the fan club, definitely.
Oh, look, you know what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
So tonight, as always, we are running the Aussie Hampton M4 Challenge first, a 10-minute qualifying session followed by a 10-minute race. We've got a brand new driver tonight, which is very exciting, and from what we've seen in practice, he's been very quick as well, so looking forward to seeing how he goes. And then it is the big boys. They'll jump out in the M6s with a 15-minute qualifying session followed by a 50-minute race, and it's all to play for in Group B with a couple of guys on the bubble, maybe just sneak themselves into Group A for round 4. But before we get into all that, let's have a look at our playground this evening with the one and only Purple Sector. Welcome to round 3 of the Sector 1 Sim Racing Championships, the Aussie Hampton M4 Challenge and the Next Level Racing M6 GT3 Championship, live from a brand new circuit in Sardegna. Fantastic. This is the B layout. Great little track, 3.9 kilometres, 14 turns. Got a lot of undulation as well as we deep dive into Send It now. Back to second gear, use the camber of the road. Now we're going to go flat through pillar and then maybe a slight lift into post. Just want to get the nose in and then punch out of there. Then we're going to brake very hard into Python climb. Uphill, off camber. Tricky corner. Now to Stevie Wonder. Fantastic corner this one. Can really use the camber of the road to carry a lot of momentum through the corner. And then we plunge down into the roller coaster. Great part of the circuit. Really picturesque as well. Through recline. And then we're going to brake super deep into Caress. Really tricky part of the circuit again. Really doesn't want to get the nose in, but you can run it quicker through there than you realise. Up the ascensors straight. Now through Meander 1 and 2. That's Meander 1. Now into Meander 2. Don't have to really tuck it in as well. You can actually sacrifice a little bit of the apex to get maximum corner speed through there. Through Muffin Top. Now into Feder and Encore. Quite quick through there as well, actually. You can carry a lot of corner speed, and it's really important you actually nail that section of the track because it will dictate your terminal speed down this long straight. And that is a lap of the awesome Sardegna B circuit. This, I reckon, is going to provide some real surprises tonight. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you go purple. There is the Purple Sector, brought to you by the Purple Sector. We haven't got a sponsor for the Purple Sector. We probably should work on that. Having a look at our M4 Challenge drivers' points there. Don't worry about the numbers. These are 15 to 28. So it is Machinet leading the way from Sandman. Special shout out to Sandman. He actually gave up his drive last weekend so we could stream. So he's having a run with the Group B boys tonight, but I know he's very keen to get himself back in the Group A as soon as possible. And also Grasses as well. So the Lucky's Lawn Care guys have a chance of some really solid team points tonight as we move on now to our BMW Teams Championship points. And it is Cornerstone leading the way from Ragged Edge, Dadson there in third, Death Grip in fourth, and Counter Punch in fifth. That's a really juicy battle there for third position. with Team 53 as well. So looking forward to seeing how that all plays out towards the back end of the season. So, right.
Yeah, there's a few teams. What we've got? We're going to get to qualifying. We're going to ready to go. We're ready to rock and roll.
I reckon we get qualifying underway. So it is a 10 minutes qualifying session. These guys won't get many laps as well. We found in the Group A race, it's sort of, you can go one of two ways. You can sort of come in early, get yourself out of traffic, or you can run a little bit longer on the first stint and make sure you are ready to go there on the second stint. You might actually get 2 flying laps on the second stint.
Yeah, you want a good banker lap first up. Try and get a good banker in. Take the pressure off. Get as much fuel as you can. So that second stint, you can drop the hammer and do the best you can. Get a tow too if you can.
Yeah, definitely.
Tow around here is worth plenty.
So there's DeBrev driving for CJ Esports. He's got Ronin control systems on the side. His old mate White Hips for Obsession with Tamar Cars. Brand new logo for Tamar Cars, looks fantastic. The good doc's done a great job on that one right there. There's a Buffer, another new livery for Green Beacon Red Mist Racing. Brad actually counted before. This is livery number 4,337.
38.
Oh, sorry, 38. There is team owner Womble. Another brand new livery. Really like that one actually for a Green Beacon half mast. There's the Sandman, Sector 1's fastest fisherman. Big pressure tonight. If he has to get a really solid result to make sure he can keep in Group A for the next round at Dragon Trail. There's the crazy one for Deeds. Filthy for Black Light. Grassy's here for Lucky's Lawn Care. Mr. Magenet, a bit of housekeeping with Magenet. He'll be off the back of the grid tonight. There's the Excalibur for Death Grip Racing, of course. Brand new title sponsor aboard, Erebus Motorsport. And the beautiful silver and black car. Got them off there for Aussie Hampton. And it is good he's last on the track. A brand new driver, and I'm super stoked for this guy. This is the King Oscar. He is one of the OG community members from a long, long time ago. Drove the Martini Porsche even before back then as well. So he's been around a long time, and it's so good to see him up in the main game. And of course, driving for Team 53. New livery for these guys as well with the gamesman on board. They've gone for the red and white option. Checking in with Womble now, because he'll be the first one to give us the time. He's got himself a lot of clear space. He's quite quick in practice.
Gonna have to red flag this one, Sean. We've only got only got 5 minutes on the quali, so
Womble get.
Gonna have to red flag it, I'm afraid.
Womble does do a 1:21.7, so we'll keep that time in the back of our mind, because we will know. Give us a good indicator for what is coming up. So it will be a red flag session. We do apologise, ladies and gentlemen, but we will endeavour to get underway as soon as possible. So a big welcome to all our viewers. We've got Mr. Bumcrack, we've got the Muffin Man, we've got the fan clubs in the house. Big welcome to the fan club. Dadson's with us, Shires is with us, Race Fan's with us, Tails is with us, big Pruski fan I see, Justy Adams with us, and Chase aka Flatstick is with us as well. So I hope you all are having a wonderful Sunday evening. Be sure to get involved in the chat, smash that like button. If you haven't subscribed yet, do subscribe to Sector 1 Sim Racing, Australia's premier GT Sport racing channel. While we are waiting for this, might bring the good doc in just to give us a bit of a quick synopsis of what is going on in the M6 room at the moment.
M6 room so far, it's a bit straightforward at the moment. Not everyone's in yet. Got a couple of late arrivals. Definitely the pointy end. You're going to be looking at V8 Troy there in the Auto 1 M6 for Ragged Edge Racing. His pace has been very quick in the last couple of rounds. And he's promising us this time he's not going to listen to the comms while he's racing, so hopefully he keeps it on the straight and narrow. But another one that's sort of been swapping tyres with him so far in practice is Artie Thump for CJ Esports, I believe, who has been doing some pretty stonking great times at the top of the list at the moment. He just knocked him off in final practice there at the top of the tree, so interesting ones there to keep an eye on. Karen's also lurking around the back end of the top 3, top 4, so should be a good race, I think.
Yeah, look forward. Big pressure on Troy. We made sure at Ragged Edge we gave him no ultimatum. So I want him to hopefully sitting in a nice dark room with everything turned off and just the screen in front of him. I think Karen will be one to watch. I think Karen, based off Morgan's performance in the last round, I think they've really got some confidence down there at Deeds at the moment. So we are just waiting for someone to exit the track. There's always one.
There's always one. Yeah, another one out of M6 land too, though. This is the last time we're going to see the cars in its current configuration. As we cycle into round 4, the cars get a weight drop, which is going to really spice them up. Good for a couple of second advantage a lap in these cars, and lights up the old rears a bit more with a bit less weight in it. She becomes quite a lively beast. So as we dawn towards the end of the GT3 era here at Sector 1, we thought we'd give the boys a bit of a treat and give them a what's probably going to be one of the fastest race cars they've driven in a very long time to bow out for the GT3 M6. So make sure you all jump on board for round 4 and beyond as the cars
so far as to
really
say
start to line up.
They'll be the fastest we've ever driven for the main game. I think
I'd say so. They're
the supercar.
Yeah, these are some quick vehicles in minimum weight, so it's just over a tonne and almost 600 horsepower, so the maths on that's pretty good. But at the moment the fast guys are lapping in a mid 18 around Sardegna B, and in testing I saw some 16.5s coming out of the same car, so she's definitely a package. She wakes her up quite a bit, but they do move around a lot more too with that less weight too. The car is power delivery is a lot more savage, so they do get a bit of movement around and they end up sideways, and yeah, she's going to be some interesting racing, I think.
So we also do have an announcement, but we might actually wait for that. We'll do that in between the M4 race and the M6 race, just due to we sort of want to get this up and running, and then we can dissect it in between both races there. Big hello to the 5-time and also Godzilla. Oh, the pressure's on V8. All three of us are on board. And we've just all mozzed him. Nice work, guys. Ragged Edge running as smooth as always. So we're just having a little break here, and then we'll reload for our 10-minute qualifying session for the Aussie Hampton M4 Challenge. Brought to you by Aussie Hampton. If you are in the market for a home loan, go see them off. Tell them Go sent you.
Been a while since we've had that little outro, mate. I like it.
Yeah, I thought I'd...
Little spruik.
Go Scotty. Brocky says Mo is pregnant. Yep. Yeah, cool,
Okay.
Cool story. G'day to Scotty, g'day to Streetle. Hope you all are well. So we won't be too far away before we get underway for qualifying.
Just looking at your combined team championship points before too, guys. There's a couple of teams are a bit lower than they expect to be, but there's also quite a few bullets in the gun for some of these lower teams tonight. I know Blacklight's got 3 cars running tonight, so it's 3 cars for points. I can see that LLCR's got 2 cars in my race, and I believe there's one in the race over in M4 land as well. Actually, both of them, so they've got all 4 cars yet to run there at LLCR, so they could really make up some points tonight.
Yeah, Ragged Edge got 1, Deeds have got 2, I believe.
2, I believe. Yeah, 1 here, 1 over there.
I think have got 3, with Womble actually doing double duty tonight.
That's a huge night.
Mega effort. Oh, I get it now. So Brocky said the big news is Mo's pregnant.
Oh, right. Oh, I forgot you guys didn't know that already.
We had a robot shower the other week. Haha, did he? Robertson, we do appreciate your patience here, guys. As always, at Sector 1, we are at the mercy of Gran Turismo Sport. You know, they can delay GT7 for another year, but they still can't fix this. Hashtag just saying.
Okay, I think we might be right, guys. I think we got our act together. Let's double check one more last time. 10 minutes. Okay.
All
Here we
right.
go.
I'll leave you to it.
Talks it.
Thanks, mate.
Alright, so guys, put in your tips for qualifying. Who do you think will start on pole position? I've already got my tip. I think it's the night of the white hips.
White hips. Here I think our new guy might be a darkie, King Oscar. He looked pretty sharp in practice. So he's got a grid penalty first up, poor bugger. So he's starting off on the right foot, but he looked pretty sharp in practice. So we'll be interested to see how he shapes after this.
There is Womble, so he's got out of the pits early again. Jeez, what have they got going on over there at Red Mist?
He's keen. He's keen tonight. That must be his new livery. He must put it on show.
We've got them both running line astern here. Of course, this is Buffer's farewell season for Sector 1. He's off to pursue other ventures. We do wish him the best of luck, so hopefully he can finish out the season strong. There's Excalibur, who's got an absolute train behind him.
What do you want in qualifying? Not that close.
Look at this. Oh, look at the gamesmanship. Already it's begun.
This looks much more like Moto 3.
Yeah. Oh, Mabrutski. Oh, Excalibur's gone wide. Through the meanders. Now it's a muffin top. Actually, a little bit of a tricky corner, this section of the track. It looks basic on paper, but it's actually quite tricky to get a nice flow.
It is. We can't go through it flat out. It's just a matter how much you can get off the gas and get on. It's all in the timing. If you can time it right, you can flow through there nice. If you don't, you can run out of the track pretty quick.
Big welcome to Sean from Leeds in the UK, one of our long-time viewers. On ball now into Stevie Wonder. Nice banked corner, can carry a lot of corner speed. Then we plunge down the hill into the roller coaster. Flat out through here and recline. And it's up to the trickiest corner on the track, Caress. Really important to nail your braking point here. And just wait for the rear to settle, then jump on the gas. Now into the meanders. Again, the car just never feels settled through here. Always constantly chasing the front end. Maybe a little bit too much of a lift through Muffin Top there. Beautiful through Fede and Encore though. Get our first indicative tyre from Womble. Jumps in with a 21.7, so he's bang on pace.
It's a good banker. Good banker
Very
lap.
good banker lap. Sandman pops in a second. Oh, the crazy one. Oh, Filthy! Jumps up there with a 121.9. Beautiful lap from the old Fox. Grassy's though, straight to the top.
King Oscar's up there as well. Not bad for his first lap. He got balked a little bit coming onto the straight, so not sure if he got his best foot forward on that one. Sandman running in 8th tonight, debuting his new direct drive wheel, so he's got the best of the best, so let's do some good money in fishing.
What I'm keen on to see here is if someone goes around again or they all pile into the pits.
It's always tempting, especially if you get the good lap, it's tempting to go around again, but all depends how confident you are you can do it again, I suppose. But if you're on a good one, it's tempting to go around one more time.
I base it on sort of the first sector.
Well,
if I have a good first sector, I'll go again. Oh, Wumble slightly improves.
Wumble. Yep, that's the gamble. You either pay now or you pay later. But either way, you pay.
White Hips has a bit of a moment there, gets right out of it. He comes in. Filthy 121.7. Slight improvement there. Quite close between our top 3 at the moment. Oh, the King Oscar now
King
goes
Oscar
quicker.
jumped a second.
Beautiful lap, 21.6.
Yep. So a lot stayed out. That's interesting. A lot stayed out than did last week. We all jumped in after our first lap, but a lot of guys are rolling the dice, which is good to see. Different strat.
Check on Moff there in 5th position. Nice job. That beautiful Aussie Hampton M4. So he's out qualified. Is the young pup there. Excalibur down in 7th. Crazy one in 8th. 9th is Debrez. 10th is Sandman. 11th is Buffer. And of course, Magenet is not qualifying. He'll be off the back.
Yes, and poor old King Oscar's got his 2 grid place penalty as well to serve tonight.
One ball to the top with a 21-2. That is a mega lap.
That's great effort by Wumble. Filthy's jumping in the pits. So these are the guys now who ran around twice, so are going to jump in and fresh set of boots.
Tell you what, that's put the pressure on the rest of the field here. That's a big lap. That's a big number.
Well, nearly 4/10 clear of the field. The boys have got some work to do.
So he'll have enough time to come in, get a set of boots, get out and go for a clutch. So we are missing both RCLL cars tonight. Unfortunately, they could not make this evening's race, so it's a bit of a shame.
It is. So Wumble into the pits.
He's in the box seat here.
Yep.
This Grassies can pull something real special, so he's going to be the first one. Having a look here on my time, he's trying to find who'll be the...
He's on his out lap.
So Excalibur's... Is he going to come in? He is, so he's going for a clutch lap as well. So it's about to hit happy hour.
I think Pruski's their first... Oh, Pruski's gone wide. So Pruski's, I think, the first one who's on a hot lap. He's had a bit of a ragged end to the lap, though. Don't know how much that's going to cost him.
Sandman pops in with a 22.9. Still probably getting the grips of the new wheel. What's White Hips got? Yeah, it's not going to be good enough. So he's going to have to dig deep here. Brad pops himself up to 8th position. Nice job.
Yeah, got a good toe there. Straight off White.
Oh!
Got a good toe down the straight. So.
Hips just backs it in motocross style.
Can't say he's not trying.
This is good here for Debrev. I like this. Just sit behind Hips. Use him as a bit of a marker. We'll check him back in with Grassies now. Oh, we got Sandman's off the road there. Gets right out of the way. Nice job. Oh no, Grassy's he's pulled out of that. Oh, that's interesting. So, must have saw a number come up, wasn't happy with it. King Oscar's down. Now Filthy will check him with the old Fox here. Driving that beautiful black light entry. Also, Paniski Artisan Distilleries on the side. Oh, he uses the whole road there coming through Encore. Does this improve him? Does it get him up there? No, he stays fourth. This is it now. It's clutch time.
Womble's down on his first sector, on his fastest lap, so it's going to be his last one. He's already a 10th and a half down. Found that now as too, our race in the Group A last week. Sometimes your early laps were your best and you try harder to go out and better it. Sometimes try a bit too hard. Womble's trying a bit hard. He's still a 10th and a half down through the second sector. But he's still 4/10 clear of the field. Best part of.
Big welcome to Jack Price. Welcome, first time viewer. Hope you enjoy your evening here watching Sector 1 Sim Racing live from Sardegna B, Round 3, Group B. This is M4 qualifying. Looks like Womble's going to stay on top of the... He doesn't improve. What about Grassy's here? Has he got something? Has he got something in the bag for Lucky's Lawn Care?
He's up on his best lap, but he wasn't purple.
Through Muffin Top now. Into Fede. Use the whole track through there. Really aggressive as well. He's maybe not close enough. Excalibur just pops into sixth there. Nice that the King Oscar goes second. Huge lap there from the King Oscar. 1:21.2 on debut. That's a great job. Filthy in fourth, the Moth in fifth, Excalibur in sixth, the Crazy One in seventh, Debrev in eighth, Pruski in ninth, bit of a surprise, Buffer in 10th, Sandman in 11th, that's a big shock for mine. So we will just be jumping out for a second.
Be red flagging this. Yep.
As we do need to manually set the grid, but a very interesting qualifying session there, but it will be Womble leading in the way. He only ended up beating the King Oscar there by 0.044, so absolutely nothing in it. Of course, in terms of strategy, it is a pretty simple half-half, so it'll be a 22 lap race, 22 lap race, and you'll split it straight down the middle. But someone may try the undercut, try something a little bit different. Oh, what's happened here? Big welcome to Carbon Boy and a race fan. Hope you are enjoying yourselves this evening. And I had a little bit of GT Sport Frozen action. Gotta love that. Flat stick Arksville Womble Green Beacon it. Oh, very good. Very good. So if you are new here, be sure to like and subscribe. Really do appreciate here at Sector 1, guys. And ladies, of course. We can't forget the beautiful ladies of this world. Oh, what is going on here? Of course, Womble, he's got pole, but that's only part one of the story. Of course, part two is the more difficult part. Got to put it together for 30 minutes. Around a new track as well, so it's one of those tracks, if you get out of the groove a little bit, really bug up your race, as I found myself last round.
got some blue screening going on in there, boys.
Yep.
Yeah, we've got a couple that have dropped out of M6 so far tonight as well, so it might be one of those nights, unfortunately, guys.
GT Sport.
Bit of connection issues, which is a real shame. You think with a first world country like Australia that we probably would have a better internet connection than this, but not to be.
There we go. We've got Tyrone. G'day, Tyrone. Hope you're well. That's the other Tyrone, not the other one. The other one. Aussie Hampton and Death Grip for the win. G'day to Lucky. I'm new. Go the D's. Oh, here we go. They come out of the woodwork, Melbourne supporters, I tell you. Course coming up on Sector 1 Thursday night. Don't know what went on Thursday night, actually. Haven't decided yet. But what we won't be racing next weekend. We will be having next weekend off due to Anzac Day. So that will be a day off racing, and then we get straight into round 4 in 2 weeks' time from Dragon Trail and the Wall of Chumps.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. More powerful, well, faster M6s at the Wall of Chumps in a sprint round format for these guys too. So she's going to be some full-on racing, I reckon, guys. So I wouldn't want to miss that round.
Taken the actually took the M4 around there earlier today just to have a bit of a twinkle and a bit of a go.
Be honest, did you hit the wall?
It's actually the nicest race car I've driven through the wall. It just goes through there nicely.
Go around there and...
I say that now. Come lap 1, race 1, I'll be straight to the wall.
I was going to say that. Oh, he's off, he's gone. I'll be looking for some telltale blue paint transfer on the wall through there to see what's going on.
Of course, we will have our normal game as well that we do have on races at Dragon Trail. We will be playing wall top trumps, so we'll get you all to put in your bets for how many times people will hit the wall, and closest to pin wins.
I do like that game. I didn't like our first game through there was the Wall of Trumps drinking game because nobody could get through the race.
So we are just waiting for a grid reset. We won't be too far away, guys. Sticker's doing an amazing job. He's got Jumana in helping him as well, which is fantastic. Teamwork makes the dream work. I don't know. Womble should win here, but I've just got this gut feeling that I've been on wide hips all day, and I've just got this feeling I reckon he might do it, and I reckon Filthy's a sneaky chance for a good result here as well.
Okay, we should be ready to rock and roll, I think, guys.
All right, boys, good luck.
All right, let's do this. GT Sport, you will be good for us.
Fingers crossed.
All right, here we go. Round 3, Group B, Aussie Hampton M4 Challenge, live from Sardegna B in beautiful Italy. Womble will lead him away from pole. Grassy's there, Filthy's there, the King Oscar's there. What is going on here today? 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. Racing! Looks like everyone's got off the line quite well now as they head down towards Send It. Womble leading the way. He's got Grassy's there. He's going to try and go in the outside. Filthy's going to try and split these two, is he? He thought about it. But look at that. Grassy's going to go right around the outside. That's a brave move. But Womble looks like he's held him out. Great stuff there from Womble.
We all got through too, mate. That's a fantastic effort by the boys. Everyone got
Definitely
through.
well done.
Look, wide hips and he's up inside of Kazi. Now, they're still arguing the point.
On board with wide hips here. got the crazy. Oh, he's got wide hips. Oh, big slide. Oh, and he's got on the side of the King Oscar as well. See if we can get ourselves an Aussie Hampton replay coming up. What's happened here? So he got a little too deep there into Stevie Wonder and just got the rear out, and as he's come back across, King Oscar had nowhere to go.
Yeah, that was just so unlucky. He did well to save it in the first part, but yeah.
Back up the front, 1.4 now. He's just extending his lead a little bit. Really important here for Grassies and Filthy to hang on. But these three have very much skipped away. Look at this battle there between Pruski, the crazy one, Excalibur, and Machinee. Indescendant now. Oh, three wide. Oh, there's a big touch. Oh, you can't be doing that. Oh, boy. Oh, there's going to be some emotion attached to that one. Aussie Hampton replay coming up. We'll let you judge for yourself, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, boy. That was quite forceful. So Excalibur's got the sword out.
might be slashing his own wrists after that one. Yeah, I think he just might have missed his braking marker a bit, and if Ghazi wasn't there, he would have ended up in the bush. Got to get the head down now. Can't do anything about it now. Head down. Oh, he's still having trouble though. Poor bugger. I think he's regressed out a little bit. Car's just back through.
What it has done, it's backed him up to this very angry pack. So you got Debrev. Oh, his Sandman's a little wide there.
Sandman. Still coming to grips with the new wheel.
Back up the front. I tell you what, Grassies is not letting Womble go here. On board the Lucky's lawn care machine. Through pillar and post. Up towards the fearsome Python climb. Oh, Womble's just a little skaty in there. You just see the front end did not want to grip at all.
No, his pressure's coming on, and it'd be interesting what Grassy does. If he's probably half smart, he's not no pressure from behind yet, so he could just sit there and get a bit of a tow around for a lap or two and save some fuel. Interesting to see if he wants to have a dive or whether he just wants to see if he puts Womble under pressure and see if Womble cracks.
Checking that fourth battle between Pruski and Machinee. Tell you what, Machinee's already up to fifth. That's a fair effort.
He's on the charge. Got Pruski in his sights now. He's within slipstream territory of Pruski, just about 7/10. He might be reeling Pruski to set his fastest lap of the race. I think Oscar's got the fastest lap of the race, poor bugger, but he's a long way last.
Oh, the Moff's now 12. What's happened to the Moff? He must have had a huge moment. He's way off the back. So, just another one of those races for the Moff. He qualifies so well, but just struggles in the race.
There's no marks on the car, so I don't know whether he just spun out. He hasn't fenced it, so yeah, long way back from there though. The Oscar's already caught back up the pack. He's ranging up in the back of Sandman now, so he's on a good recovery drive.
One more now, just
Of course, it's
starting to extend here.
all these guys have got to keep in mind their fuel numbers while they're dicing and trying to go as fast as they can. They all want to try and drive to a number so that they can spend as least possible time in the pits and make up some ground. I think Oscar's already caught up the back of Sandman. drafting down the straight. Got him too. He's on the charge.
Almost flying, eh? Great drive from Filthy so far, third position. He's actually hanging on to Grasses as well. He's had a bit of an up and down season. A podium would do his confidence a world of good here. So Pruski's about to come under some real pressure.
So Womble out in front, just to give you an idea, what are we, 5 laps in? So Womble out in front has got between a quarter and a half a tank, so he's used a fair bit more fuel than the guys behind him. So yes, he's going fast, but he's got an invoice coming at his pit stop for that.
He's trying to break him. Just on board there with Maginot. He's made a slight mistake coming into Caress. Definitely didn't caress it through there, that's for sure. More tried to sledgehammer his way through.
Oh, Booker's gone for a bit of an excursion. Back on the track, he's okay. No, he's gone again. He likes the green stuff. And the grass.
So looking here at Sandman and Excalibur fighting for 9th and 10th.
Yes, and just in front of them, King Oscar's up to 8th and ranging in Debrev rather fast. Pretty impressive, really. He was a long way back with a damaged car.
It's a great drive so far.
For his first run, he's doing well.
It's one of those eyes forward drives.
Fairly spaced out, so it won't be now until the our first range of pit stops in about 5 laps or so time. Be interested to see who maybe goes for an undercut, maybe calls in a lap early.
Oh, Pruski's had a moment. Pruski's had a big moment.
Oh.
Aussie Hampton replay coming up. Looks like he's been caught out of Caress again, gone way too deep into there. Oh, and he's gone off again.
Him and Debrev just had it coming together in the middle of that corner.
Aussie Hampton replay coming up. So, through. Oh, jeez. Oh, I think I might plead the 5th on that one.
Yep.
What that?
Leave those ones up to the stewards.
King Oscar now. He's going to try the in and under. Debrev's really getting the elbows out. He's trying to hold on to this position, but King Oscar is flying. He's going to go for again through Python Klein. It's not easy to pass. He's not going to try. He's going to try to go in and under at Stevie Under.
Oh.
No.
Going in there blind.
He's got. Maybe try here a Caress if he's close enough. He can throw it straight up the inside. He's got to be super deep on the brakes. Nope. Debrev's doing Debrev runs it a little bit deep though. Oh no, they're going to try and go side by side through the meanders. That never works. There's a slight bit of contact there. I'll tell you what, King Oscar, he's brave. He's hanging it right out in the grey area. Look at Pruski, ever the opportunist.
Straight in there. I'll have my spot back, thanks.
Oh, look at Excalibur's involved here as well. We're about to get to some 4 wide action here. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Grab your popcorn.
Pruski's going to cover. Oh, no, he's not.
Who's going to come out of this? Excalibur goes straight through. Excalibur, what a move.
Pruski, that's not very wide hips like.
Left the door open and Excalibur said, yep, I'll be taking some of that action, thank you. Great racing between these 4 though. And Sandman's there in the background, so he has an opportunity. Checking back up the front though. It's Womble, 1.8 to the good. Grassy's in second. Third is Filthy. Great drive. Fourth is Machinee. Fifth is the crazy one.
Oh, Excalibur's gone
Oh
wide.
boy, it's backed this pack up again.
4 wide.
This is definitely where the battle is though. This is great racing. King Oscar, welcome to M4 Group B.
Yep. World Championship for 6th spot on here.
They play for keeps down here.
I'm getting sweaty palms just watching it.
Oh, there's the classic Brewski move.
That's more like it.
It's just going to force Excalibur up to the high side. Going to make him, once you get past, going to have to go the long way around. Oh, the crazy one. There was a slight touch there.
Oh,
Sandman's getting involved here as well. On board with the King Oscar. Dobrev just in front.
this is stuffed up King's Oscar's front of the front. He was on a charge before all this started. He's now stalled.
Here we go. Look at this. Excalibur and Brewski here are throwing haymakers at each other.
Brewski's chewing up those front tyres pretty badly too, so his stopping power is not that great. Compared to the other guys around him, he's really chewed through his fronts, so he's pushing hard.
Check in the Sandman now. He's got ahead of Dobrev and the King Oscar. Oh, someone ran extremely wide. It was Brewski. I thought someone ran wide there.
Brewski, yeah, he's having a hard time turning that thing with those front tyres are starting to come back to haunt
Aussie
him.
Hampton replay coming up, and there was just no danger of making that apex.
Look, he's diving back up the inside of the bed, 3 wide of the 2-1.
Buffer's involved in this as well. Oh, Buffer he got the short back and sides there.
Yeah, he got the buff end of that wheel.
Oh, the King Oscar now, he's run very wide. Check in with our leader now, 2.6 to the good. He's just extending here all the time.
Oh, Buffer's gone. Buffer dropped a wheel out into the thing. He's looped it and looped it again.
Big go around.
He's getting some air time for his new livery. Not what he wanted.
And spins it around again. That'll do your rear tyres. No good whatsoever.
They're already sad.
Alright, so one more now. 3.2 to the good. He's extending here. Oh, Machinee now pits.
32, that's not bad. It's not bad fuel. 37, Excalibur, that's very good. Very good.
So these guys going a lap longer here. This is interesting.
Going longer. No, lap 10. End of lap 11. This is end of lap 10. So that's not very good then. I think we were about those sort of numbers at the end of lap 11 last week.
I don't know. By the end of the lap 3, I had the red mist and I was just... I didn't look at the lap number. Okay, so the crazy one there in 4th at the moment. Nice drive. Very solid.
So Excalibur back out of the pits. He'll be keen to put in a good outlap to try and clear all that mess that he was involved in.
That's Sandman, Brewski, Dobrev and the King Oscar here. They're still going at it. So a nice drive from Sandman. He's on a new wheel. He's just keeping himself out of trouble, but he seems to picking up more pace. Okay, our leader's in, Wombles in. Look at that fuel save from Grassy's though. That is a huge fuel save. Yes. They're Hollywood numbers.
That's a good number.
How has he done that?
That could be the difference.
There's no way he's driving an auto anymore. Watch the Lucky's lawn care team go to work.
Oh, it's a race into the pits.
Sandman, look at that fuel save from Sandman. 43. Mega job. And look at that gap. It's down to 1.2 now. So Grassy's is trying everything here. He might not have the outright speed of Womble, but he's going to at least put him under pressure.
Womble put a bit more fuel in than Grassy's too. Womble's just a bit over 3/4 of a tank, and Grassy's is just a bit under 3/4 of a tank. So
Tell you what, Filthy, you can pretty much lock up third here. He's got nothing around him. Absolutely nothing.
he's off. Boredom is anything that's going to kill him.
Just hit your numbers, hit your marks. Third spot's yours. Machinate! Oh, he just caught with Machinate now. He's backing it out sideways. The crazy run's right there as well, so we'll keep an eye on that battle. That might just brew up nicely. Scullin now, clean 6th position, all on his own. Sandman in 7th, great drive. He's got Pruski right behind him, no.
Nope.
Oh, Pruski's going to try going the out. That's brave.
Whoa. I think Sandman will be a tad nervous about now.
Through the meanders. On board this Obsession BMW. Oof.
Oh.
Sandman just clobbered that wall hard.
Yep. That might kill him down in the straight. Oh, he's got a penalty too.
Yep. That's going to hurt.
Burn that. Might cost him a couple. Because the King's going to grab him as well.
Keep an eye on the King. We'll see what he can do. Can he latch onto the back of Pruski and get another position? I think Excalibur might be too far down the road here. Yeah, he's at 6 seconds down the road. Gap from the leader, 1.7 seconds. So Womble's just slightly extending it here. This will be a huge result.
So I think Womble just put extra fuel in it so he could just nail the... Didn't have to worry about fuel numbers. He could just drive as fast as he wants the last stint. He had a big enough gap he could afford to do it, so why not?
It's the race we want to keep an eye on. The crazy ones, he's there, thereabouts. He's close enough to Machinate. 1.4 seconds.
Oof. We've got Kings on the back of Pruski. And DeBreb's on the back of Sandman. Both heading down the straight.
Oh, it's a... King Oscar's learning all about wide hips here. On board. To Python climb. Plunge down into Stevie Wonder. Fantastic corner. Reminds me a lot of Zandvoort. Down the roller coaster.
Great part of the track, this. Really easy to outbrake yourself there if you're not careful.
Very easy to carry too much corner speed through here.
And this is the trickiest part. On again, off again. You feel like you want to go in there fast, but you just can't. And this last set of corners can really get them wrong, and you're really vulnerable down the end of the straight.
Oh, I'm not sure about that. That was 2 moves of mine. Oh, he's going to try and go in the outside. The King Oscar, that's brave. Has he done it? Oh, he nearly pulled that off. That would have been a huge move.
Very brave. Nearly did it too. Meanwhile, at the front, Womble's still holding about 1.8 second gap over Grassy's.
It's almost like he's just got enough to cover.
Yeah, I think he's barring any blues. He'll having flashbacks to last season where he may have given away a spot in the last lap, but I'm sure he's not thinking of that right now.
Nope, I'll just make sure I remind him every now and then. So I'm just bringing the points up why we are doing this as well, just to see what this. Okay, so this win for Womble will keep him in. Just having a look here, will keep him in Group B, but this result here for Grassy's is the big one. This will bump him back up to Group A. So
he's gone purple for the first sector too, so he's pushing on Grassy's.
He's not giving up.
Gone purple on the first sector. No.
Maybe he does know Womble's history. Maybe he's just keeping the pressure on.
Maybe he's read the script.
Beautiful.
I think Womble's on double duties tonight too, isn't he?
So he'll be off to M6 land.
He's on. He's in for a big night, Womble. If he can pull this off, it'll give him some confidence for his next race.
So Filthy there currently.
Oh, down to 1.2. So he's pulled half a second out of him in one lap.
Great drive from Filthy.
So
one of his best. Machine there in fourth. He looks like he's held off the challenge of the crazy one. The crazy one's still there. Excalibur down there in sixth. Nice drive.
So Grassy's pulled 0.8 of a second out of him in one lap. Oh, Womble's
gone! Womble's had a huge moment! Our leader's off! Our leader's off at Send It! Oh, wow! Massive drama! It's happened again!
Oh, talk about a commentator.
It's happened again!
Oh my god.
Oh no, he's still rolling around. Sutton's. Oh, this doesn't look good. He's gone! He's gone! Oh, huge drama! Oh, that is a real shame.
That's cruel. Oh. You've done all that hard work. That's cool.
That is incredibly cruel.
Meanwhile, Wild Hips is still making a piss out of himself. He's still keeping Oscar behind him, the king, and now Debrev's joined in for a three-way tussle.
Oh, that's a real shame for Womble. It had that ominous sign about it. When a car goes off and it just rolls around like that, you normally know what's coming next. That's a mega shame.
That's spewing. Such a shame for him.
But we must press on, and this, you're right, this race between Pruski, the King Oscar, and Debrev, it's got a little bit of spice and drama about it here. Oh, King Oscar, no danger hitting that apex through there.
Well, now he's a bit vulnerable to Debrev too, because Debrev got a great run out of that corner, and he's going to be sneaking a look at the end of this straight. Will he? He's thinking about it? No, he doesn't.
He's a smart operator, Debrev. He won't force an issue.
So again, Pruski's pretty hard on his front tyres, and his front tyres are way worse than everybody else's around him. So he will have to drive fairly defensively for the last one. We've got 4 laps to go.
Nice work there from Debrev. Got himself up to 7th now.
Oh,
Well, I'll tell you what, Debrev's going to go for... Oh, he's one of the... Oh! Oh, boy. We said this is going to kick off. Oh, Debrev.
Oh, he's off the track.
That's the old sympathy. I'll go off.
And let you back through. Risky way to do that. Okay, here we go again. down the straight. Hips is going to the outside. How many times is he going to move?
Slides it back across.
Just the once.
Slide. Jeez.
Oh. Concertina, everyone's keen.
So 4 minutes remaining.
The thing is, Pruski with his front tyres, he has to brake earlier than everybody else behind him, so that would be hard to follow and keep a rhythm, because with his worn front tyres, he has to be jumping on the anchors early compared to what everybody else is. So I'm not surprised the guys behind him are giving a bit of a love tap into the corners.
Grassy, 7 seconds to the good now. Nice bank of points for Lucky's Lawn Care. This will put him straight up back into Group A. Filthy in second now. Maginot in third, so some solid team points for Lucky's Lawn Care here. The crazy one's still hanging with him though. That
Done. He's had a great race, really.
It's not resolved yet.
He's had some good pace tonight. He'll be wrapped with this.
Looks like the King Oscar's got past Brewski. Yep.
He's got past Brewski. Yeah.
Oh, hang on.
He'll be gone. He'll be
Hang on.
now.
Where's Dobrev?
Oh.
Dobrev's had a massive moment. We must have missed it. He's back down in 10th. Huge shame. He was on for a cracking result there.
Missed that one.
Oscar now, solid 6. He's broken the back of Pruski here. So the battle really we've got, and
Pruski just doesn't have the tyres.
here it is. It's about to kick off between the crazy one and Maginot.
And crazy one's got a lot better car under him than Maginot in front. His tyres are in a lot better
Just
shape.
on board with Maginot
Yeah,
there.
he's done.
Yeah, you can see.
He's struggling to turn that thing.
Apexes are becoming
Yeah,
a
you could
bit
have
of a
them,
dream at the moment. The crazy one, he's got a big run in the Deeds BMW. He's got a huge run down the straight. Is he going to send it?
He's left the door open.
That's the door wide open. Oh, he tries to... Whoa! He's got it. Great move from the crazy one.
Job done. Really good.
Deeds Racing are on an absolute charge at the moment. They are chock full of confidence. Has Maginot got anything for him here?
He's pushing hard. He just doesn't. He's really chewed up his front tyres compared to Carthy, so Carthy can get through this next corner safe. Oh, he has a bit of a lunge, but should just start to edge away from him if he just keeps his head.
So they'll get one more lap to resolve this. Meanwhile, our leader's beginning his final lap. With the unfortunate loss there of Womble. Really has turned into a bit of a Sunday drive for Grassies. But we know this guy is a Group A caliber driver.
Magnets right in the back of leading the T1. He's going to have a look. Oh, covers. Oh, tight.
Oh, he's
very
going to try and
tight.
go around the outside here. He's going to have... I tell you what, Maginot's going to really argue this point. He's got it done as well. That's a lovely move.
It's got him. Will he throw it back up the inside?
Yeah,
He's got it.
He
He's got
goes
to go.
crazy. That's going to put him on the outside at Stevie Wonder, though. Oh,
Good
yeah.
racing, these two. They're giving each other a bit of room
Well,
up
yeah.
until then.
Oh, jeez. Maginot takes the extreme inside
Click on the
line.
brake stuff. That's cost him.
Yep.
Because now he's got the outside for this.
Maginot's probably got...
All down to this
I'll
braking
tell you
point.
what. He's going to have it go with this. He's going to try the in and under. We'll just go back to our lead
Hold
up.
it tight up to here. He's left it.
This is Grassies is going to take the win with a dominant performance. Grassy's first. Second, and on the podium is Filthy for Blacklight. Fantastic drive from the Fox. Machinate, is he going to hold on here for third? Crazy's going to have a go here. Machine's running slightly deep. He's gone. Crazy One's going to get it done. Right into the last corner. Stunning racing.
Woohoo! I tell you what, Excalibur had his lights on too. He wasn't too far. He was coming up. He's thinking, oh, one more lap.
Crazy One in third. Machinate in fourth. Excalibur in fifth. The King Oscar in sixth. Pruski will finish in seventh. Eighth was the Month.
Oh, what a finish.
Great racing. Recapping our race results there. So it was Grassy's in first position. Second was Filthy. Third was the Crazy One. Fourth was Machinate. Fifth was Excalibur. Sixth was the King Oscar. Seventh was Pruski. Eighth was the Moth. Ninth was Sandman. 10th was Debrev, and Buffer was 11th. The fast lap did go to the King Oscar with a 1:21.307 on lap 2. Unfortunately, we did lose Womble with about 6 minutes to go. Real shame, but that is Aussie Hampton M4 Challenge Round 3 Group B run and done. Wow.
Well, Hart's got to go out to Womble. I mean, he qualified pole, had the race in his keepings, and to have a mechanical like that is just cruel. Motorsport can be cruel, and that was cruel.
No real words about that. Oh, there'd be many words I'd be saying.
Yeah, me too.
Many words.
Me too. Yes, nothing you can say on live stream, that's for sure. But get your driver of the days in. A few driver of the days coming in for Kazi. I was going to have him as my driver of the day too. I mean, great battle there at the end. He kept his powder dry until the end. He had a good car under him, so he managed his car well and got the spot in the last corner, which was great racing between those two. A few people sort of saying Kazi driver of the day for Kazi, great finish Excalibur. Crack said Oscar for a driver of the day. Look, he did pretty well for his first run in, but he got caught up in a huge stouse there for a while.
Yeah. Look, my driver of the day, I think, definitely Kazi. But I am going to give a shout out to Womble. Just because he had that race, he dominated that race, controlled it beautifully, and to have that happen, that's a shame. So, but
it's cruel. That's cruel.
The old saying goes,
didn't deserve that Womble. Bad luck, buddy.
Just gotta.
That's racing. That's racing.
As we welcome back in the good doctor from M6 land.
Fellas, how are we?
Yeah, good.
Good, mate.
Bit of a full-on race over there in M4 land, I can see. Some hefty panel repair builds going to be going on tonight for a couple of these teams. I saw quite a few instances the cars bashing door handles a bit, so she was pretty full on.
It was some good battles.
Some interesting defensive driving. We'll just put it like that.
White Hips at his best.
But
heartbreaking for Womble there, mate. It's devastating for that to happen. Didn't look like he was going to be headed either. He would have won that easy, I'd say. And that's cruel, that is. So hopefully he gets in the M6 tonight. He's just joined the lobby, so hopefully he gets a decent run tonight in the M6 and has something to sort of cheer about by the end of the night.
Machinate just popped in the chat here. I need to put this on the public comment board, but my battle with Kazi on the last lap was the best battle I've ever had. That's nice.
There you go.
Yep.
Great.
It was good. It was good.
So while we are waiting...
No, they gave each other as much room.
Oh,
sorry.
No.
Right.
So while we are waiting, we may as well announce this big announcement. the big announcement is that, well, I've decided... No.
I was going to say, you're not really going to say that, are you?
So the big announcement is, ladies and gentlemen, for those guys that are racing with us this season, the registration will be up for next season after this stream. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. The registration for next season will be up after this stream. Now, I believe that is for team owners as well. Good, Doc? Yes?
Yes. Both in the same form this season, guys. The team owner applications and driver applications will be on the same form.
So if you are keen to race next season, be sure to fill that form out with all your details and your American Express numbers, if that'd be fine. Just pass those along as well. I'll use them for a good cause.
Give these guys a minutes notice.
So that will be very exciting, of course. With the big news, we are shifting away from Group 3 next season, which is very exciting. A whole new venture for Sector 1, our longest ever championship as well, with 10 rounds. With a mixture of endurance, normal races and sprint races. It's going to be one hell of a season with multiple manufacturers as well. Very exciting stuff coming up in the future. And of course it'll be brought to you all live and free on Sector 1 Sim Racing, Australia's best and premier GT Sport Racing network. So you signing up?
Very
signing
exciting.
up next season stickers, or you decided?
No, I think I'll be. No, I'll be in.
Oh, hang on.
No,
Who's that?
I'll be there.
And
2 seconds, guys. I've got a car overweight here. I just got to...
and also,
Make sure he
I
fixes
did
it.
hear a rumour that a certain 2-time champ's coming back for a bit of a roll around.
No.
Yes.
I did hear that. Bit of a rumour. Doing the rounds at the moment.
Oh, no.
I might be persuaded to pull the helmet back on.
Look out.
Had a bit of time off and starting to feel it again now after a couple of
You
seasons.
know
in the
why,
box,
ladies
and
and gentlemen? It's because Bathurst is back on the calendar and he wants to go for 3 times. That's why. That's not better around the bush here. He's got quiet.
Oh, look, I don't want to get myself too wound up about that yet. That's a long way into the next season, and if I start doing that now, I'll be putting too much pressure on myself to show up and actually win a race there. So,
But
Oh, you don't have to worry about. You don't have to worry about putting pressure on you. We'll put plenty of pressure on you.
So for those viewers as well, while we are just waiting for this qualifying to get underway in Next Level Racing M6 Land, I will put the points up on the screen as well. Next season we are going to have a little bit of a different format in terms of streams. So from now on, as of next season, it will be, for example, the M6s will run Group A and Group B on one Sunday. Then the next Sunday it will be, for example, the M4s running, so Group A and Group B. So each class, each category now will have their own dedicated Sunday night, which is
that's gonna be so good.
very exciting. Which also means that the lower tier, the M4s, you know, they'll actually have their own dedicated show, which I think is going to be fantastic, and I think everyone will really enjoy that. I'm actually looking forward to seeing how that all plays out. Let's look at our drivers check.
There's a bit of They're just heading out for the moment. Like, there's a bit of a shiver up and down in the field there because one of the cars was actually 104 kilos overweight. I just said, let the guy know, and everyone's like, shh.
Don't tell him that.
Don't tell him that. It is heading out on their warm-up lap now.
This is our team's championship points. It is Counterpunch leading the way from Death Grip Racing. D's racing there in third position as we head to the track now. And we are looking at Scotty G for Cornerstone. Of course, with Bez Media on the side. He's got himself a nice little patch of turf there on his own. There is Womble. Hopefully he can have a much better run here in the M6 land. Then we've got D-Flow for RCLL. Finally, after 3 races, I've spat it out properly. We've got NASCAR, team owner for Team 53. We've got Maverick, second of the RCLL drivers, of course, with chill-out systems on the side. We've got Mr. Lucky, the number 1 driver at Lucky's Lawn Care. There's Berry for Obsession. Here is another one of my picks for tonight. Artie got the thump from CJ Esports.
He's been quick. Ooh. Oh, it's Womble getting out of the way. Cheers, Womble.
But here is the favourite for tonight. Make no mistake, it is V8 for Ragged Edge Racing. Auto 1 on the side. Huge opportunity tonight to get his season back on track. Here's another one I think that'll be right up the pointy end. It's Karen, team owner at Deeds. Here is the bad Doc. How's he feeling for tonight, sir?
Not super confident, but he's got some good pace in him. He just needs to sort of just believe in himself a little bit, and I think he's in there for a good solid top 5, top 7 tonight, I think.
There's Nux, number 2 at Lucky's Lawn Care.
Ooh, Lucky went off and just ruined his lap.
Oh, wow, it's a bit surprising. There is Black Project. Of course, race the last round, Black Project. Apparently very crook he was, poor bloke.
He was.
Hopefully he's back, good health and ready to rumble. His time's coming in now. Scotty G, he's at the top at the moment with a 1.
18.4.
That is a great lap.
That's a
V8 though, just goes bang!
7.8.
Huge lap from V8.
Take that, he says.
Half a second over the rest of the field. That is a statement of intent. Oh, look at that. I tell you what, bad dog. Up there in 4th, great lap.
You do an 18.5 there from the bad dog, so not that far off the lead to be off second position. You take Troy out of the equation there, and Scotty G, Karen, the bad doctor are less than a tenth of a second apart. Nux is only just over a tenth of a second behind them. So, yeah, except for Troy's atomic lap there, everyone else is very, very close together.
So if there's any surprises, Berry again, another one. Down there in 11th. Oh, here we go. Just hold station on that though, because he's 0.6 up on his best lap. Might jump on board the Obsession M6. Through the muffin top.
Artie thumps behind him, looking really impatient as well, so he'll be on the move too, trying to get out of 7th. D-Flow improves to 2nd.
Berry up to 9th. Nice job.
Artie stayed 8th. Karen goes to 4th though, guys.
There he comes.
Black Project to 3rd.
Oh, there. Now theirs is good to see. That's a name we haven't seen up the top for a while. Must be feeling better.
$20.2 there for Womble, so out of one car into the other.
Maverick down in 11th.
What's he lapped it? So he's lapped at an 18.9 so far there, Maverick in P11. A little bit more in the tank for him, I think. These guys, it's part of qualifying now where the guys start to burn the fuel up. Now they put their bank lap in. You might see some slip into the pits awfully soon.
Yeah, and here they all come.
Here they comes. D-Flow is the first in.
So stick with V8 here. Does he go quicker? No, he doesn't. So he's on a fuel burn.
So, housekeeping for M6 tonight. So both D-Flow and NASCAR have 2 grid spot penalties tonight. So certainly so far for D-Flow, that's pretty good. That's going to drop him back to so far 4th, which actually put Black Project on the front row.
I see. Black Light could have a huge night.
And NASCAR's got some work to do. He's currently 8th. That'll shift him back to 10th. It's just not somewhere you want to start.
job of Scotty G. The cornerstone best media entry.
Showing some pace tonight, Scotty. Actually, this is one of the first times we've really seen him banging around in Group B. He's usually one of those guys that just sticks around in Group A for most of the season. So
last season he just hung into Group A like every round.
Yeah.
Somehow always stayed in the top 14.
just stayed around the back of the Group A pack for most of the season, which made him look like he wasn't that fast, but he was obviously really quick staying in Group A. It's actually given him a chance to shine towards the top of the grid a bit more, which is really good to see. Big confidence booster to be up in the top 5.
Snuck's currently down in 7th. These have been the real story, I think, this season.
Yeah, they've made no secret of the fact they do not like the M6, these boys. Nux is on his best lap so far, though, by the looks of the green sector there, so he should improve slightly. Might grab the bad doctor here in a sec. It's going to be a good lap.
Very
actually.
good lap.
Oh, goes
nice
third.
lap from Nux. 18.4. That actually puts him second at the moment. Default second, so...
Default second.
Do know he's a solid racer. His teammate goes into 6th now.
Oh, lucky. Look at the difference in time between those two. So Nux did a 1:18.434 to go to what's effectively second. Lucky does a 1:18.476 to go to P6. That's how close together that middle pack is. It's 3 1,000ths of a second between Scotty G and the Black Project there out of 4th and 5th. Lucky's not that much further behind them.
0.65 to Karen, so there is...
And then 0.29 to Bad Doctor, 0.95 back to NASCAR, and then 0.1 to Artie Thumb. That's how close these guys are together.
So basically one mistake, one missed braking marker, one missed apex, and you could drop 3 or 4
and
spots.
that's it. Here they come again, down the front straight. Defo doesn't improve. NASCAR doesn't improve. Maverick does. Goes 10th. Berry. Didn't see where that one landed. Karen goes to 7th.
8's down on his best time at the moment.
Right, Nux into the pits again. Grab another fresh bit of boots on the Lucky's Lawn Care Racer. Melbourne Polytechnic on the sides this season. Great paint job that. Looks excellent.
It's very pretty, definitely. So
it's one of my favourite liveries on the grid.
It is my favourite. I've made no secret about that. NASCAR currently in 11th, so this is a bit of a danger sign here. He really needs to get himself up there. Needs to find a bit of a clutch lap. He's up on his best time at the moment.
Oh, check this out. It's enough to warm the heart. The black light boys are working together around the back of the circuit. So you got the Bad Doctor leading Black Project.
Bit of formation flying here.
Oh, it's helping Black Project too. He's getting a good tow out of the Bad Doctor here. He's up on his lap. Chipping time away. It's not by much, but it's enough to get him back. Enough to be effectively second on the road again.
On board with the Black Light Panitsky entry. As you can see, it is quite dark here. A lot of the guys have adjusted their exposure because it's a bit too dark for some of these old eyes.
No.
Oh, up to 3rd. Great lap.
Bad
nice
dog.
lap.
Yeah. All right.
Needed that.
He's thanking his teammate for the tow there, I think. Some beers will be swapped. Some Panensky vodka after the race.
See a double podium for Blacklight. They had one in M4s. It's been a long time between drinks, I think, for Blacklight since they've done that.
Yeah, you can say it.
I'm not saying a word.
Remember, guys? Remember when Ghost drove for Blacklight?
I didn't say it. I'm just stating the stats and the facts I have on my screen. Look at here.
Scotty G getting fresh boots, going out again. Just half a tank of fuel from that car now, so he's going to be keen to get another lap in. Currently P5 though, great qualifying so far.
Fantastic qualifying. He's looking at V8 here. He's currently on an out lap, so I expect him to wind it up now. Start to get into those real Hollywood numbers.
NASCAR in for boots as well. He's currently 12th, so he effectively lasts on the grid here if he can't get that car any further forward. He needs to pick up some time.
Karen's in as well.
Bad Doctor as well, they're all coming in. Black Project's in, D-Flow's in.
What about Artie here? Currently in 8th. I expected him to be a little high as well, so...
What's his current time? So he's done an 18.4 there as he goes down a lap now. His outlap was an 18.7, which is pretty quick. He was trading times in the high 17s with V8 in practice, so I expect him to pick up a bit more pace here.
He was lovely through Send It there. That was beautiful. Might jump on board here. Python climb now. Long uphill. Use the torque of the motor. He's purple. He's purple. Artie's purple here. Now through Stevie Wonder.
I'll go check on Troy while you're doing that.
Has he unleashed the shackles on the CJ Esports BMW? Through Caress. Up the ascension straight into the meanders. He's lost a little bit of time now, but he's still 0.5 up on his best lap. This is going to move him up through the leaderboard, no doubt about it. V8 comes in.
Troy's in the pits.
Now, what does Artie do? Does he come in and get a new set of boots and go for a Hollywood lap? Or does he keep in this and go for it? He's going to go for it.
Stay in it. Yeah, stay in it. That's it. Tyres look good on the car too, so he's got plenty of grip left. He can go again.
Top. Oh, second. Great lap though. Look at the difference. 0.061. Nothing in it, but a great lap from Artie.
That effectively knocks Black Project off the front row again. He's back to the second row. Womble, they're knocking the time down again. That's a 19.5 for Womble. Great lap, mate.
I'll give him a bit of love. There he is. Great stuff.
It's tough too to get out of the situation he was in M4 there, leading the way with a disconnect, and have to get in the car again and go 50 minutes in a car you're not familiar with.
So he's only 0.2 off the other Tyrone here as well, so that's a fantastic effort. Big ups for Womble. Give him some love in chat, guys.
Scotty G to
Nice
fifth.
lap, Scotty. Oh, I saw purple there. Was that Black Project?
Please tell
I
me it's Black
swear
Project.
I saw a
That'd be
purple
great.
sector there.
Troy's backed out of this lap. He's pulled over out of the way of these guys. Let him go. I love that bit of sportsmanship from the drivers there. If they're not on a lap, they'll pull over and let these guys all run past. He's got the Bad Doctor tucked right into the back bumper too. Yeah, he's up a bit. He's lost a bit through the middle of the circuit there. He's still up though. He might grab D-Flow here though if he can keep this on. As D-Flow improves again to an 18 flat. Now he's got some work to do, Black Project.
He's got a nail through here. Through Fedit.
Nicely done.
Encore.
Just on the limiter through there.
Just move him up past D-Flow. No, just
not
off.
quite. The Bad Doctor goes to 6th though. With that
Black
tie.
have come to race. It's great to see. All right though, this is the lap that we've all been waiting for. V8. He's got 20 seconds left. On board the Ragged Edge Racer. As one of the, looks like RCLL cars just gets right out of the way.
Oh, Black Project's purple through one again. Here we go.
So we'll go back to Black Project. We'll keep an eye on him. He's ahead on the road, so this is it.
Final lap boards has come up for everybody as well, so they all know where they stand now. Just going to keep an eye on Artie Thump. He's the first one to really finish his lap.
Black Project's still up. We'll go back to Artie. He comes through Fed Air and Encore. That's qualifying done.
D-Flow over the top.
Huge lap.
17.791.
A 787. Massive. That's clutch. Artie stays third. What's V8 got?
NASCAR goes to 8th too at the end there, guys. V8's purple as well.
With V8 for Ragged Edge now. As he comes through Encore for the final time. Can he go to the top?
Can you take it back?
Is this going to put it to the top? It does!
It does!
A 17.777. Lucky sevens all across the board. But there is nothing in it.
Oh, Nux to 4th with an 18 flat there. Knocks Black Project down another stick. So currently it'll be Artie Thump and V8 off the front row with Nux, then D-Flow off row 2. Black Project and Karen. Karen snuck up there at the end as well with an 18.1. Scotty G there with an 18.2. Bad Doctor finishes 8th. Now it's going to 10th, which is effective. Oh, Lucky goes to 9th, yeah. Alright, so I'll quickly red flag these guys and get the quick grid shuffle in place. Once I save this photo for myself.
Wow, that was a great qualifying 7. Troy just got that right at the end, though. So he had to pull something out of the bag. But what it does set up is a tasty race with him and Artie thump off the front row.
Alrighty. Just going to do this good old manual grid selection thing again that we like to do here at Sector 1. If you're listening there, Polyphony, it would be really nice if we could add a grid spot penalty to the cars. Automatically would be awesome if we just add it into the grid.
And also, instead of penalty burns, could we add it just to the race time at the end of the race? That'd be great as well, just saying.
We've had one leave the room by accident, I think, by the looks of it as well. Servers are not playing nice tonight.
Actually, they haven't really for last week, have they? What?
Yeah, 4 cars have just left the room, so we have to wait for these guys to get back in before I can reset the grid.
Alright, so guys in chat, I want to see your podiums, and also, are we going to get a bit of a spicy meatball on lap 1 podium? Well, I think my podium will be a driver I'm not going to mention, Artie Thump, and I think Black Project. I think he can get a podium. I think Black Light can get 2 podiums for this evening. D-Flow.
Don't tease me now.
I think D-Flow will be hard to beat as well.
D-Flow's got some pace tonight. He's starting a couple of grid spots back from where he is at the moment, but it's not going to be enough to really put him out of it. What's the word down in pit lane there, Mr. Stickers?
The Diego's fan club, well, the fan club's right behind the Ragged Edge guy, who we're not talking about, the guy with no name, the man with no name. They're all jumping up and down for him at the moment, hoping to see he has just a little bit of luck.
These guys are going to have to get on with this, otherwise we're going to miss the start of the Grand Prix. So, yeah, don't be alarmed, guys, if there's an awfully quick wrap-up to the stream tonight, because the Grand Prix starts at 9:30, so we're an hour, just under an hour away. These guys have got a race for 50 minutes, so...
We'll be quick as we can. I'll be back super quick. Look, I'm just trying something.
Sure. Jemana's saying Troy on the top of the steps there. So
I know what he's up to.
You're trying to put the mocker on him already there, Jemana. Come on, mate.
Yes, come on, mate. That's not very Australian.
I forgot to add bollocks to. Set by host. Come on, Lucas, pay attention.
So here they go.
Right, just got to wait for Womble to get the car into the
Carbon
grid.
Boy says podium D-Flow V8 Nardi. The Muffin Man says D-Flow Troy and Karen. Dadson says V8 Artie and D-Flow. Rattle says some guy D-Flow and Hardy. No, stuff the MotoGP and the F1. It's the 3 hours of Monza tonight. Go get him, Matty. Matty Campbell's back racing.
Oh, no, come on.
And the beautiful Martini Porsche. So, GT World Challenge Europe.
MotoGP is where it's all at.
Ah, server just crashed.
Oh.
That's annoying.
Is that not happening tonight?
No, it's not.
Oh boy. Gran Turismo Sport.
I hate this game some days. I'm just getting messages from other drivers. Yes, guys, I understand. I do realise that it's just disappeared for you, but disappeared for everybody, so...
Like sands through the hourglass, so with the GT Sport days of our lives.
The D.
Filthy says D-Flow Knuckles and a Black Project for a podium. That would be an interesting podium. Bad Doctor says red flag. The race for tomorrow is cutting into my MotoGP time.
Yes.
Womble says a quick race at Route X in the Fiat 500s.
There's no such thing as a quick race in the Fiat 500s. Come on, you know.
That's a 10-minute lap time. Because we do appreciate your patience as well, viewers. As we always know, we are at the mercy of Australian Internet and GT Sports servers. Like I said before, they
Right, room's going back up now, guys.
delay the game for 12, 24 months, and they still can't fix the one they've already got out.
Deary me.
Oh. So Sticker's checking in on a bit of Fox footy action there. I know that voice.
Oh, sorry. Sorry.
That's all right.
I couldn't get the volume down fast enough.
Oh, here they come. Nux wins the race before the race.
Yeah, because they got the Moto 3s on before the 2s tonight too. Any Collingwood supporters out there tonight?
Well, we just straight into throwing some shade.
Well, let's keep things interesting while we're waiting.
You're talking about that foosball thing.
Diego Racing says V8, D-Flow and Artie for the podium tonight.
I like that
that's a
one.
good one.
It's a good little turn up for the books there.
And Bad Dog flies in with cold pies.
Yes.
Oh dear. Right, let's go like these last couple of guys into the track, and then we can get these guys out on the track as soon as we possibly can. Guys practicing test starts and looks of it there as well. It's awesome to see. Come on, Tyrone. Jump in, brother, so I can get you onto the grid.
He's trying to get
Thank you very
back
much.
on chat.
Right, just going to set this grid real quick, guys. I'm already halfway through it while I was waiting for these guys to enter the room. So we shouldn't be too far away from the start. Mr. Lucky. Why is it when you're setting the grid manually, the driver you need next is always the one at the very bottom?
It's called Murphy's.
Nice car. Berry, Maverick, Tyrone, Mumble. Alright, so now I'm just going to quickly do the 2 grid spot penalties. So D-Flow goes from 2nd to 4th position, and Pete, AK NASCAR, goes from 10th to 12th. Alright, we're ready to go.
That's what I did. Just making notes here. Next time I've got to commentate setting the grid.
Alright, we're ready to go racing, guys. Let's do it. 50 minutes. Everybody cross everything you have that the race will continue on without any stuff ups.
Further ado. Yes. Good luck, guys.
So far all the cars are on the grid. It's a good start.
Alright, here we go. Round 3, Group B of the next... No, I totally lost track of what I said. See, you've thrown me off my game. All right, here we go. M6's Next Level Racing M6 GT3 Championship. Round 3, Group B. About to go underway for 50 minutes. 1 light, 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. Pause, engage, racing! Looks like everyone's got off the line quite well. A little bit of smokiness there from a couple of drivers that have got on the throttle too early, but V8 has got an absolute rocket. But look at Nux though, he's keen to get in front. V8 goes defensive now as they head into centre. It looks like everyone's a little bit of nose to tail action in the background, but it looks like everyone's got through nice and cleanly, so well done. So it's V8 leading the way, Nux in second, D-Flow in third, Black Project in fourth. Artie's gone down to fifth there, so...
Oh, they're 3 wide! Oh,
look at this stuff back here, though.
Black Project just got shuffled out. I didn't go well for him. He got shuffled from, what, 4th to 7th in one set of corners.
Black Project. He's got Karen in front of him. He's got Scotty G right behind him. Does he go for the move, Black Project? He thinks about it, but Karen is super deep on the brakes. They're into Caress. Go up through the meanders. A pretty clean and pretty tidy opening lap there. It's what we've come to expect from these M6 drivers. They are benchmark operators, every single one of them.
Bad one drop off the back. Oh, it's Womble. Oh no.
Oh dear.
Front end splitter damage on the car too, so he's obviously met the wall there somewhere.
Put it on TV. He's had enough bad luck tonight. NASCAR in 13th. That is a big surprise for mine.
Well, he's dropped 1 spot because he started 12th. So Tyrone's got around him and is pulling away at the moment. So he's had a bit of an issue there. I think that might be part of the story of what happened to Womble. Without pointing any fingers.
On board with V8 now. He's got 0.5 over Nux. I tell you what, Artie though, he's back up to 3rd. He's starting to make his move.
Good little battle there. D-Flow at the moment. He thinks his car suddenly feels like a rocket ship after losing over 100 kilos. Oh, Karen wide in the background there. Got it sideways. Black Project's going to take advantage of the inside. Does it into meander 1.
Oh, look at this. Oh,
Scotty G has a look too. Sticks the nose in the inside, shows him the headlight.
Light flashing going on here. This is an angry pack. Got some hard-nosed racers in here.
Oh, who's that? Tyrone's gone around, guys. He's just lost it at the back. Out of Caress.
Oh, he's gone around again.
Oh, he go get the power down.
Spin. Is he going to go for 3? Oop, no, still better of it. Oh, that's hurt. That's hurt.
That uphill start coming up out of Caress there's hard work to get the car from the stationary position.
That's not going to, yeah, those rears will be well and truly cooked.
This little 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th battle's getting quite tasty actually. D-Flow, Berry, Black Project, Karen, Scotty G's there as well. Lucky's not far behind. Goes back to Bad Doctor and Maverick. So it goes all the way from 4th to 11th, this little battle pack.
Have a look at Berry here, currently in 5th. On board the Obsession M6. He's got Black Project right there for Blacklight, so a bit of Tasmanian rivalry here. 2 big teams out of Tassie. Can't get a footy team down there, but you can get 2 race teams from Sector 1.
We're trying to, don't worry. Now, V80 is starting to really stretch his legs now. He's pulled it out to a second.
Tell you what, Berry and Black Project there through Encore are a little bit, what's the word, loose with track limits. Using just a bit of the grass.
The grass is still green through there, so they haven't been going over it too much. Oh, look out, Lucky's pulling out of the pack here. Have a look at Scotty G. Gives him a bit of a touch up. Bad Doctor's going to pounce. No, runs out of road. The Bad Doc will be loving this.
He's a racer's racer. Likes to get the elbows out and get stuck in.
It's actually bringing Maverick into it as well.
Checking back in with our leader now. He's 1.1 to the good. I tell you what though, the big mover is Artie. He's going to have a go at Nuxie around the outside. Whoa! Had a big look around the outside of Meander 1. That's quite brave. Lovely through the muffin top.
The pressure on him.
Just be nice through fat air and encore. Get yourself a good drive and get in that slipstream.
You'll have him here. Defo's closing as well.
Pulls
Only
out
half
the
a second
draft.
behind and closing in.
Nux.
Double cut slipstream for Artie. Oh, Defo goes fastest for 18.4 there.
Nux really can't do much about this. No, Artie goes straight up the inside. Now we do know also with Artie, this guy towards the back end of a stint is mega.
Yeah, he's quick in a car with not much grip.
But what that has allowed V8 to do, he's nearly out to a 2-second gap. He's racing well at the moment, but we're going to go back to this battle. Is Nux going to fire back a shot here? Or is he going to let his good mate D-Flow go up the inside and have a crack at Artie? Look,
I reckon there's a hopefully it's a good cool side in the Auto 1 M6 tonight, because I know our mate Troy is pretty nervous in tonight's race.
Karen there in 7th. It was a little surprised. Might be a little further up.
Okay, look at this here, bit of team rivalry here between Nux and Defo, as Defo pulls out of the draft on the outside on the run to 1.
Nux, he's not exactly opening the door there. Oh no, yes he did. Just a slight lift.
Yeah, he just sipped out of the way. Yeah.
Basically allowing the younger pup to go out after him. Artie thump here.
Yeah, different teams, but they do share a workshop there. As we know, old Defo mate, he used to be a driver for Lucky's Lawn Care Racing before he went out on his own.
Checking with that battle between Berry and Black Project at the moment. Currently half a second in it. Oh, who was that in the background?
Oh.
Someone clobbered the wall
Karen.
hard.
Karen, yeah, massive damage. It's Karen.
Aussie Hampton replay coming up. One of the... I'm just trying to find... There we go. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's going to hurt. That's going to hurt.
Still carrying damage.
Yeah, that's not going to do your front suspension or wishbones any good.
Now he's in a little battle with the bad doctor and Maverick. It's not where you want to be when you want to go forward, because these guys do play for keeps back here. Look at him up the front,
yep.
Straight now, left and right. Maverick's going to have a look down the inside. Pulls out. They hit the wall there when they pull out the strip too early like that.
Fantastic battle though. Look at this.
NASCAR's in this too now.
5 different teams represented here. So we've got Lucky's Lawn Care, we've got Blacklight, we've got D's Racing, we've got Racing Car Like Legends, and we've got Team 53, all fighting over this 8th position. Back up with our leader, 1.9 to the good. Ooh, he's a little sideways there. Just be careful on the throttle. Just be smooth.
This is starting to spice up here. He's 1.8 to the lead, and it's only a second between second and third. So Defo and Artie Thump here are starting to reel him in a little bit now. They've dropped Nux off at the bus stop and left him there behind, and he's actually falling back towards Berry and Black Project at the moment. Nux's car has actually really worked the front right, and both the right tyres mostly, but the front right one's really sore. So I don't know if he's grabbed a brake there or something somewhere, because he's got a practically hexagonal tyre in the front of that car. I'm just looking down in the field at the moment. Everybody else, he is by far the worst on the field for tyres, except for our other Tyrone that smoked up the rears.
So Artie is so smooth. Just doesn't excite the car. Really precise with his inputs. Just, ooh, as I say that. Takes a little too much curve there.
Oh, this little battle here between the bad doctor and Karen still going. Changing positions again. A bit more of a touch up there between the pair of them. Maverick's just waiting to pounce on these guys. You can see it. Chill out car there in the background, just really wanting to make a move. I know the bad doctor would be loving this too. He loves a good race.
Oh, he just gives Karen a... Oh, he actually goes for it. Oh, that was opportunistic. Oh, that was a great move from the bad dog.
And Maverick goes too. Maverick goes through as well.
Just like that. Oh, no, Karen's going to have a
Karen
conversation.
gives Maverick a shove up through the inside there. We're going to go 2x2 through the meanders. That's brave. NASCAR there's just waiting as well. NASCAR is the kind of guy that's pretty nervous in the situation because he's well known to be caught up in someone spinning in front of him here and getting clobbered into the fence. So might be a little gun shy trying to pass these guys with the banging door handles. Oh, while we were watching that, Barry and Black Project have both jumped knuckles.
Oh, Nux has had a moment. For sure he's had a moment. See if we can catch that on our next level racing replay. Looks like we just missed it. But I reckon he's definitely had a moment. So that's moved Barry up to 4th. That's a beautiful drive so far. With Black Project right there.
Looking good, these two. They're working as a bit of a pair at the moment, picking these guys off.
Barry don't want to go any closer to that wall, I reckon. This brake disc low, over 800 degrees Celsius going through those brake pads.
Oh, Barry, loose on exit there. That's going to hurt him on the climb up the hill.
I reckon Black Project's here. He's going to have a bit of a look.
He's in with a chance here, I think. Decent exit out of the final turn there. Tuck in nice and close. 0.5 of a second. Don't think he's close enough to make a move yet.
Back with our leader, 1.6. So that gap's stabilised now. Is that 1.6, 1.7?
Fiat's really looking after that car in the front too, guys. The tyres on it looking pretty decent actually for 10 laps in. Casey just jumped into the chat there. Great job tonight, mate. Excellent drive. Great to see you on the podium. Told you you'd get on the podium sooner or later. Talking this young fella up quite a bit over the course of the last couple of seasons while painting the car for him, and come a long way from being a back marker at the back of the field to on the podium. So great job, bud. Next stop, Group A.
I'll tell you what, just looking at these times here, D-Flow is not driving away from Barry here. He's keeping him at 2.5.
Well, Barry just did a 20.1 that last lap, and Barry and Black Project both did a 19.6 and a 19.4 respectively. So these guys here, as they're working together a bit here in the Obsession and Blacklight cars. The second they start battling though is the second that Nux catches them up. He's just drifted out to he's just done a 21 and then a 20 and then another 20, so he's drifting a little bit on pace at the moment, but that car's got no front grip left at all. So probably back to the drawing board with old Lucky's lawn care there for the setup on that thing.
Back in with our leader, 1.8. He's just slightly increased it now. He goes through Stevie Wonder and then plunges down the roller coaster.
So there's been a bit of drama at the back by the looks of this as well, because Karen's now 12, Bad Doctor's 11th, and NASCAR and Maverick are in front of them. So they've basically swapped the positions of those two pairs. So these guys have been banging door handles for most of the race so far, and it shows. Drifting backwards and further back away from the middle pack. Oh, lock light on there for Lucky's lawn. Oh, Lucky just runs wide there. Through correct.
Karen just gives the Bad Dog a good old-fashioned how you going. Oh, next level racing replay
just
coming
caught that
up.
in the background.
Let's have a look at this. Now, was it a how you going, father? Was it a real, hey, how you going? Let's have a look. Oh, a bit of a oh, yeah.
Oh, no. It looks to me like Bad Doctor caught up there on Pete there, actually.
Looks like.
So the effective checkup caught
Karen was in a bit of no man's land.
Caught Karen by surprise. Yeah.
As Bad Dog's in.
Okay, so front of the field here at the moment. So it's 2 seconds from Troy back to Artie Thumb, who's now only 0.3 of a second in front of D-Flow. He's put the foot down, D-Flow. He's actually pulled that gap on Berry quite a bit. Actually, that's separated from Black Project as well. There's been something happen here, I think.
Yeah.
These guys here are doing the correct thing and having the dramas while we're watching. They're making sure we're watching someone else. As D-Flow ranges up at the back of Artie. Oh, that was close. Artie's going to need a brown race suit after that coming up in the mirror, I think, because that would have been bright and white.
Oh, Artie goes wide. He makes a mistake. Oh, jeez.
D-Flow back
was
out
good
of that.
heads-up driving.
He knew that was a gap of diminishing returns there for D-Flow. That wasn't going to work at all. V8 goes around again. I thought he would have went in there. D-Flow.
Artie's in as well.
Going too.
Artie's like...
He left that late. Barry's in two. Black Project's going to go around.
Yep.
Black Project likes to go round again, doesn't he? He likes that extra lap.
D-Flow's got the fuel save.
He has been saving. He's got a good fuel save, Barry. Black Project, sorry. He's got more fuel than a leader. Lucky goes past. Maverick goes past. Karen past. NASCAR goes past as well. So all these guys here are just going to go that extra lap, which is not ideal for the guys that are in the front pack that are pitting. And they're all sitting quite a long time.
So do we expect V8 in this lap? Get the feeling, I think it's a good idea just to really cover any chance of some sort of undercut. He wants to keep truck position.
Nux and Berry to turn one was interesting then, guys.
Next level racing replay coming up. So Nux just coming out. They're both coming out of the pits here. There's Berry going for
they just come out and stop into turn one.
Opportunistic move. He did have a look at the ultimate opportunistic move.
Oh, interesting here, guys. I've just seen our first strategy change for the night as V8 goes in from the lead. D-Flow has filled to 2/3 of a tank. Everybody else is practically full.
Ooh, okay, so he's...
Because I just noticed the gap had blown out to 3 seconds between D-Flow and Artie Thumb. But D-Flow's going to run the car short in the middle stint, going to run full for the last stint.
He's going for Hollywood numbers here.
That's all these guys are in. Good fuel save from Karen and Black Project there. NASCAR as well with a great fuel save.
This is crucial. V8's got to get out. He might not get out in front of D-Flow here.
D-Flow's effective race leader. He'll shoot right past. Artie Thump's the one to watch.
Does he get it? He does.
Oh, D-Flow goes through.
Oh, that's all right. As we know.
That said, though, V8 has done the same sort of fuel strat as Artie behind him, so this is going to be played out interestingly with these three now, because obviously there's going to be bits and pieces going on as Black Project and Knuckles go side by side through turn one. This is effectively the 4th position at the moment. So Black Project's come out of the pits in a decent spot. Going to the next lap. Knuckles down the inside. Oh! Nice exchange from these two here. Not a panel touch between the pair of them. Well done. Knuckles is a bit of a racer on the fresh tyre. Gives him the hurry up again. Black Project was really tardy out of Caress there.
Force him to the outside.
Look at Berry though, he's in this now as well. And don't count out Scotty G, not far behind him. He's going to get himself into this little battle. Mad Doc's done a good job to jump that middle pack, that backpack that he'd got caught behind as well. So he's jumped all these guys, but he has short field as well. He's up the front too. The gap to D-Flow starting to drop in, so Troy's got the eyes on already. Chasing him down, the Auto 1M6 very wide in the run to one. Oh, I thought that was it.
Look here, Nux has the move at Black Project. As they're going to send it to turn one, they're going to go side by side. Oh, that's a tough, hard racing.
Nicely done again.
Beautiful move there from Nux.
Again though, didn't touch him, just got right down the side of him. They managed to go in there side by side again. So again, excellent, tough, close racing. As Barry's going to stick his nose in this as well. This is excellent to watch.
Barry's had a massive moment.
Oh, he nearly got Scotty G as well when he come back on.
Quickly catch that on our next level racing replay. Jump on board with Scotty.
Check the order box for another brown race suit there for Scotty G.
It was full brown or the full oh yeah, that's brown. That's her Berry.
Here we go. It's on for the lead, guys. Here it is. V8's caught D-Flow. And he's tucked right under the back bumper as they run down the front straight. As he goes fastest too with a 1:18.367. Down the outside into one. This is going to be deep under brake. He's got to be brave. Really wide. No, D-Flow goes extremely deep on the inside line. Sit on the apex there. Cover the line. This is where you're going to have to get... D-Flow's going to have to be really... excuse me. Going to be really... smart about how he does this. He needs to sort of cover him off enough to back him up to Artie Thump, who's closing in on these guys. 2 seconds behind and getting closer. That's what I'd be going through my mind leading the race here, though. I'd be looking at how far back Artie is and saying, I need to back him up to him.
But also, D-Flow's got to keep in his mind, he's going to have a longer stop than these guys. So really, he's got to get the foot down. But Guns, this is classic Troy here. This is the Troy we all know and love.
Artie's closing in. It's 1.6 now. He can see it now. He can understand what's happening in front of him. He's got the foot down. 1.4. So the little battle between Nux and Black Project settled. Scotty G just runs the purple sector for the middle. Well, again, this is going to be slipstream territory for D-Flow and V8, so right up the inside of the track. D-Flow's going to run wide on the inside again. He's going to have to sit right on the inside line. V8 goes to the outside again. Tries to go deep. Oh, runs with him side by side. D-Flow's going to hold him out wide.
There's an overlap. This is going to be interesting.
Troy chasing the car there. A bit of wiggle there for Troy. Had to catch the car. This has got Artie up within a second now, though.
Three-way battle now.
We're about to see a big race here. Artie's good in this situation as well. It's going to be really interesting once he catches these guys. This is actually bringing Artie into the race with the lead for the actual win of the race, because obviously with D-Flow with a long stop, he's going to lose a lot of time in this last pit stop. As V8 gets another good run, he might get down the inside here. He's going to get it done.
Lovely move.
That was a great run up the hill.
Oh, as Artie takes...
Artie bit off too much.
That was nearly in the fence.
Oh no!
Living on the edge.
Clean it up, son. Don't throw it away now. Oh, he'd be kicking himself. That's just got him out of that. What's D-Flow ran right to the fence there. I thought he's going to the pits again.
Okay, this is the big lap here for Guns. This is where he's got to really try and break D-Flow.
Exactly. Just answering your question there, Cyborg. So far so good for the two lead cars. They're pretty much the same, except for obviously D-Flow is just under half a tank of fuel now compared to just over half a tank of fuel for V8. So, tell you what, that fuel gap isn't as big as it used to be. So, I think D-Flow, like you said, has actually backed the car up a little bit and trying to save. So, I reckon he might be tucking in behind Troy now and getting the slipstream and, he might make it work.
Alright. It's going to be interesting to see, because I just think Troy at the moment's got the more pure pace advantage. But we do know D-Flow is a racer, and he has won before, so he's got the experience to do it. And Artie's very much the wild card here.
Absolutely. The back of the race is going to be really interesting with the top three.
Oh, D-Flow runs it really wide.
Just checking in with this battle now. It's 4th and 5th. So Nux and Black Project are still at it. These two are still going. Throwing the kitchen sink at each other. Looks like Nux has looked after the car a bit better in this stint too, so we're on lap 18 now, and the car's nowhere near as rough as it was in the first stint. Still in the 19s as Black Project tucks right up under the rear wing on the run to one, going to go to the outside. Nux comes across to cover him off. Black Project goes really deep into one!
Whoa! He nearly pulled that off! Oh,
He's still there, they're still side by side.
That's
just lift a little bit there, get the crisscross, he's going to go for the inside here.
That's fantastic racing.
Not quite. That was ballsy around the outside, then hold on to that. That might even crack a bit of a smile out of Nux too, because he loves a good battle.
See, I don't want to be too cute, these two, because Scotty G's just there. He's lurking.
Just another little concept coming up shortly too is the lead pack is going to catch Womble fairly shortly too, I think. He's just going down the front straight now to pass the start finish line. So that may or may not end up being a thing we need to worry about later on.
Scotty G's there in 6, so he's 2 seconds off Black Project, but he's scrapping with Nux. So what he really needs to do is, for the next 2 laps, just focus in.
Scotty G's about to have a problem with Berry, I think.
Well, we know Berry's not backwards and
Berry
coming forward.
No, he's not. He's on that recovery run now too after making that mistake early. And that's a good point there too, Cyborg. These guys here, Nux, Black Project, these are the kind of guys that are battling for driver of the day at the moment. Same with D-Fly and Artie Thumb. Because this is the sort of thing that gets you noticed, gets you voted at the end of the race. So good to see Nux up the pointy end again though. He's having a rough season, doesn't like the car, has made no secret of the fact that he's not a fan of the M6 coming out of the Ferrari, which he was happy as Larry with. And awesome to see him up around the pointy end of the field.
Oh, look at this battle though between the bad doctor and Karen, still raging.
I just got back to that. I've been keeping a close eye on this. I heard some contact over the radio from the bad doctor, and it was some 4-letter words, and I heard Karen amongst it as well. So he's having an interesting afternoon there at the office.
Lucky's in here as well.
Who's that behind him? Lucky as well.
This has got that. This is that recipe. So I had 3 parts spice.
Lucky, Maverick just jumped Lucky as well.
1 part
There's Maverick as
TNT.
well in there.
Lucky.
Lucky wide. Maverick down the inside. Oh, he's on that shallow line though. Can he get it done? Nah, not quite. I expect to see Karen make a move down the front straight here though.
So talk about hard heads here. So you got Karen, Bad Dot, Lucky, and Maverick. Probably 4 of the hardest heads we have here at Sector 1, and they're covered within a second of each other. NASCAR now moves up to 11th. Took care of Maverick there.
Oh. Bad Doc's making sure there's no paint left on that front bumper of the Black Light Motorsport M6. Morse code on the back bumper of Karen there. And this battle between Nux and Black Project is still raging. Oh, Nux goes wide there. Black Project gets an awesome exit there. He's tucked right up again. This is one where you cannot make a move through the meanders. You've got to set yourself up for a run to the front straight. Horrible part of the circuit, that. You get such a good run up the hill and then you can't make a move there because there's nowhere to do it.
Tell you what though, Nux is so good through the last section. Just keeps them.
Nux has really done a good job.
Here comes Black Project. He's going to drive for the outside again. He's having a look.
He does.
Oh, he does the double bluff.
Oh, goes to the
the
inside.
double bluff. Has he pulled that off? No, Nux super deep on the brakes.
Wow. I love that though. That was beautiful. Sold in the dummy to the outside. Nux went to cover the outside, then he jumped across to the right, to the left, and took the inside line. Oh, Nux sideways and exit again too. That's going to wash off some speed. Black Project closes back up.
Definitely won't do the rear tyres any good as well. Back in with our leader, who's 3.3 seconds to the good. Guns mode activated.
He's booking away now. No pressure there, Troy.
Going to take the camera off him and go back to D-Flow and Artie Thumb.
This little battle's closed up as well though. D-Flow here, you've got to be questioning whether that was a good choice in the pits now, because he's He's lost the lead of the race. He's getting danger from losing second position at the moment, and he's got a massive fuel deficit to these guys.
I think Artie's looking. That's why I don't think Artie's pushing him too hard. I think he knows. He's a pretty smart operator.
Well, some of these guys have their scouts out and around that know that are watching the stream and they can report back to what's going on. That's perfectly fine as long as they're not watching themselves.
Round 3.
Project goes again. He got a good early run that time too, so he's going to be nice and deep on the outside. Can he get under brakes?
It's a tough move around the outside. Nux fires it deep in there. There's a little bit of bumping and grinding. They're going to go flat out through here. Through pillar and post.
Side by side.
Is he going to have a look at Python? No.
Inside line. Nux covers it.
This is stunning racing.
That's brilliant. Well done to both the drivers again there. This is the driver of the season for Black Project. He's really starting to pick up some pace. And he's hungry too. Look at him on the back again. He has a look on the inside. It's going to put him in the outside for the tight right-hander.
Oh, is he? Oh, no,
He's
the outside
the
again.
outside
He's gone wide. Oh, boy. Oh, was there a slight touch or he just went wide? Well,
he ran out of road. That's all that was.
Next level racing replay coming up.
Line. Oh, he's off again. Oh no!
Let you make your own mind up, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, look, for mine, it does look like he ran out of road, but that has just released the biggest pressure valve off Nux in the world. And Scotty G has found himself in 5th position.
Yep. Still battling with Berry at the moment. These guys were having their own little battle when they caught Black Project there. He'd be ruined that, Black Project, unfortunately.
Oh, Berry.
Dust off, mate. Keep going.
Oh, Scotty had it on the lock stops. Berry had it on the lock stops.
Some great battling up and down the pack at the moment. Berry's going to have a look here on the inside. Oh, makes me nervous. They take that shallow line into there.
On board with Berry now. I reckon he's going to have Scotty here in a moment. He's looking keen.
Scotty's starting to really lose the right-hand tyres as well.
Oh, Berry.
Oh, Berry.
No, surely not.
There he got through
surely not. Oh, this is... Oh, he's done it! Oh, Berry! You bloody star! What a move!
Tell you
what a move!
Mr. Brewer, you're going to need to send the lovely guy, Scotty G, a nice little note after that, because he saw him coming up on the outside and you could see it. I was at the telemetry.
Fantastic racing.
And he lifted to let him in. He gave him room.
Berry put the blinker on. I think that was a... Thanks, mate. That was great racing. But look at Scotty, though.
He's going to have another run at him down to turn 1. Here we go again.
Oh, he pulls back in.
Hit that wall of air again. He did as he pulled out the slipstream. Berry going to cover the inside. Scotty to the outside. Tries the crisscross. Oh, gets a good exit. These cars are both grip limited at the moment, too. They're bad, both of them.
It's interesting. I thought Scotty was just sort of driving around, not really setting it, you know, not looking fast or motivated, but gee, as soon as Berry passed him, it's lit a fire under him. This is great to watch.
Oh, Scotty lights the rear end up.
Back him with that lead up.
5.1
to the good. Keep on trucking. Defo there in second. Artie's still just 0.9 off. So he's thereabouts.
Well, to put it in perspective here, guys, to put a little bit of sunshine on Troy's day a bit more too. He's got about an eighth of a tank of fuel, not on the fuel light yet. Defo's on vapor. Artie's on vapor. Nux is on vapor. Berry's on vapor. Everybody else is deep into the fuel light, and V8 at the front is not.
Artie's going to have Defo here. That's 7 ahead of him on fuel. That's a big number to cover. Black
Project goes around again like he did last time. So he's going to put all his eggs in that last stint basket now with fresher tyres. It's going to need to be a clean lap though.
He's the one to watch because he'll come through the field hard. We know he's not afraid to get stuck in.
Artie's moving. Nah, didn't get deflated.
Wow, that's surprising.
Oh, I think Artie comes over field though. He's got nearly a full tank in it
he's
again for a 15-minute stint.
Oh, gee, I'm not... Okay. We'll let our boffins work that one out.
But he can rev the absolute backbone of that thing for the whole way home now. Nux there slips into 5th position. I'll tell you what though, most of these guys have practically filled the tank again, so
Yep.
they know more than I do, obviously. And you've got the likes of NASCAR and the Bad Doctor here at the moment towards the back of the field. They've got just over half a tank of fuel in the car, so there's two schools of thought as V8 goes in. With 8 in the tank still. What a save
Mega
from him.
drive.
Crazy good.
Look at this pack behind Berry. So we've got Berry, Scotty G. NASCAR's just quietly worked his way up to 8th. Bad Doc there in 9th. I've got a feeling that's not going to stay 9th for very long. No, thinks better of it. NASCAR runs a little deep there.
Alright. With default at the moment.
Oh,
Where's
yes,
Black
he's got him.
Project?
Nice
V8.
move. Bad Doc. Beautiful move.
V8, fuel in, car's rolling now. He's going to exit the pits. I think he's going to clear these guys quite comfortably. He does.
Look at that.
I can hear oh no, it's Womble coming up behind him. So he's well clear. 3.2 seconds.
Foot down. 14 minutes left.
Wrap it up. It's done.
Oh, look at Artie. I'll tell you what. That has been a mega outlap from Artie here.
Oh, Black Project. Oh, he got absolutely swamped on the pit exit. He came out of the pits there and got jumped by everybody.
Oh, boy, look at this.
And now he's in that soupy pack there with the Bad Doctor and NASCAR. And his day's going from bad to worse at the moment. He's got all the pace in the world, but these guys aren't going to let him pass. No way, no how. Scotty G and Barry are still going Tamara and Tom's here as well.
On board the Cornerstone Best Media BMW. Chasing the Obsession
BMW. Hello. Little battle here going on. D-Flow and Artie Thumb have closed right up together.
I was just saying that Artie's outlap was mega.
Let's just have a little look. He did a 20.1 outlap, whereas D-Flow did a 21.5. Wow.
On board with Artie now for CJ Esports. Right in the toe. He's not even going to think about this. Come down. Oh, he's just going to sweep right across.
Beautiful move.
Look at that. That's stunning. That is a move of a driver that goes, I've got you covered, son. Now he's off after V8. I don't know, 3.4 seconds. It's going to take a pretty special drive. But you just know D-Flow's just not going to sit there and go, oh, okay, no worries. You just tell by the body language of D-Flow here, he's going to have another crack at this. And again, though, these still got to be really careful. I know it seems like a lot, but Nux is only 5 seconds off this. Actually, you know what? I think Artie's driving away here. I think Artie thinks he's half a chance of catching V8 here.
Scotty G versus Barry, it's still going. And Black Project's been swallowed in that soup pack behind him there. Look at this, he's stuck in there with Karen and NASCAR. They're 3 wide in front of him here, he can't get past them. All that car under him and he can't make a move.
Just there. Should be okay, though.
He might move out of the way as entrance steer. Moves over. Good job, Womble. That's a tough spot to be in when you're getting passed by the middle pack. Pops the indicator on, lets them know that they can go flying past.
Scotty G tries the outside.
Look at this behind him. 3 wide into turn 1.
Oh, 4 wide nearly.
Bad Doctor.
Jeez, they got that sorted
Black
well.
Project slips past. He'll be on the radio, the Bad Doctor saying, can I get squeezed through here, please? Thank you, sir. Oh, Womble just does a perfect job to get out of the way there.
Black Project gets past.
He's going to try and carry it as well now.
Because NASCAR saw that and goes, oh, I'm going to get past you then. Oh, boy.
Bad Doctor flashes the lights at NASCAR there as well.
Black Project Karen there in front of him. Karen runs way too deep.
Karen's wide.
into
That
Caress,
should be
now
enough.
through the meanders.
Oh! Backs it in there, Black
I
Project.
tell you what, I'm going to call it now.
Backs it up on there.
Black Project will catch Scotty G and Barry here.
If they keep battling the way they are, he will, yeah, no problem at all. So potentially 5th position here if you can keep going on that run back, which is actually where he was when he went off. So, you know, no harm, no foul in the end of the day. There's this battle between D-Flow and Artie Thump is firing off again. So they've actually dropped time to V8 again. He's 4.3 clear now and pulling away. So another little mistake there from the P2 car. So it'll be Artie Thump this time. Look at D-Flow. Look how close he is. 1.13 off your back bumper there. Just touching him on the way down the hill. Now for the climb. Can he pull out wide? Go to the outside. He's going to try the dark one from there. Oh, right around the outside. Crisscross.
Nice car positioning from
Artie
Marty.
a little bit wiggly again too. Oh, dancing it in there on the rear axle again though. You see it slide on entry. Just have a quick look at fuel numbers for these guys. I don't think anyone's in any
Better
real
run
trouble.
out of encore here. Artie's very quick through there. D-Flow has a look at turn 1.
Oh.
He just sends it full
Good
send.
move.
Lovely move. Was skatey on the brakes into the corner, but he got it done. Pulled it up. Lovely move. Artie now all of a sudden's got a...
Lux has pulled a second on these guys too.
Yep. Just keep an eye on that. Still 8 minutes remaining, so a lot left to play out. With 8 minutes left, we will do run through the field. So it is V8, 5 seconds to the good. Keep trucking. D-Flow in second. Third is Artie got the thump. Fourth is Nux. He's only 4.6 seconds off. Scotty G in third. And Black Project, I said it, I called it. He's right on him now. He's going to have these two.
Oh, you just missed Barry too. Barry just sidestepped big time there and actually let Scotty G slip past. So these guys are just going to go at it again now as Barry goes to the inside on the run down the hill.
On board with Black Project. Watching this.
Big move
The
there
Black
from Barry
Project's
down
going to
the
be the
inside.
beneficiary of
Black
both of
Project.
these.
There he goes. Oh, background too. Karen goes wide. NASCAR pulls. Oh no! What happened there?
see if I can catch that
Oh,
on
that
the
was
replay.
bad news.
Next level racing replay coming
Oh
up.
no! I think that's a redress issue there. I think one of the guys has just tried to redress there on the racing line. It's backed everybody up.
So what's happened here? Looks like gee, I don't. Oh, that's messy. That's messy. Oh boy. That's
I can hear the bad doctor swearing
Yep.
from here. I think
that was messy.
he got caught into that big time. He's back in the pits. The bad doctor.
That's a
Not impressed, I'd
that's a
say.
helmet thrown out of the car, I reckon.
Oh, who was that? Lucky got caught in
Yeah,
it
it was
as well.
just messy. Everyone got caught in it.
Come on, guys, you're better than that.
Don't know what happened there, but we'll let the powers be sort that one out. Black Project, meanwhile, is now in the 5th position. This has been some comeback drive. He made such a mistake early on, but he's really come back through the pack. This is stirring stuff.
It's effectively lost him 9 seconds because he was right on with Nux there when he went off, and now he's back in the same position, but he's just dropped back down. But now it's a case of just keeping your head now because Barry and Scotty G aren't in bad cars. They're both fine, so he's now in that battle pack with them. As Barry runs wide again behind him.
I think that's the Berry line. I'm going to call that the Berry line. He
The
does it
Berry
every-
line.
He does it every lap, so must work for him.
He's going to copyright that to Sector 1 Sim Racing.
I'll tell
Might
you what,
make it a segment
he's
on
having
the
a look
micro sector,
here.
the Berry
He's
line.
having a look here at Black Project. He runs it very deep into turn 1. He's
Gets it
got it
done.
done. That's a great move.
Oh, Scotty G gives him a bit of hip and shoulder in the background as well. Oh, that's like the old days, CP versus Blacklight. It's been a while. Black Project tucks in again as well, has another look. This is a good little battle between these three. What's going on behind them? Maverick, Lucky. The bad doctor's back in the pits again. Doesn't look like there's any movement around the car, so I think he might be parking it by the looks of that.
Yep, that is known as the I'm throwing the helmet, the race suit and everything out the door. Pit stop.
That's the Greg Murphy 5 minutes.
Alright, with 4 minutes 50 remaining.
This battle's still going on.
V8 now, 5.1 of the good. D-Flow, he's just got that point. He's got the second advantage over Artie now. He might have him covered here. Knocks in that, the worst position to be in. No man's land's fourth position.
Yeah, pretty boring spot to be.
But it's been a very solid race from him. Barry in fifth. Well, we say that, but I've got a feeling that that's not going to stay the same because Black Project's already lining him up for another shot.
It's a good little battle, this.
Oh, Barry's ran way too deep.
Oh,
they're into caress. Next level replay coming up.
It's easy to do there.
Yeah, you missed that braking marker by like 2-3 metres, and yeah, way too deep. Black Project, he's not backwards and coming forward, he went straight past. He's actually got himself a nice little second gap here.
Car's looking pretty good too, so he might be able to hold this gap now if he keeps his head down. He is the lowest on fuel out of these guys though, so that might play into it with 3 minutes to go.
Lucky in eighth.
He's up.
Maverick and Karen going at it here. Looks like they've just settled themselves down a little bit.
Oh, maybe not.
Oh. On board here with Maverick. 2 minutes 30 remaining. Currently 10th. Love to get a 9th though, especially beating Karen. I know we get a kick out of that. Karen just hasn't had the form of his teammate had in the last round, last weekend. Thought he'd be on for a sort of top 4, top 5 tonight. But we are heading to a couple of his real favourite tracks, I know, coming up, so he'll be one to watch in the later rounds.
Yep, for sure. Just chopped back up here with V8 at the moment. 5 seconds clear of the field now. He's put the foot down. Plenty of fuel in the car too. Overfueled by quite a bit in that last stint, so making sure he's ticked all the boxes. Holds the fastest lap as well, so it's going to be maximum points tonight for him if he can get this done. What a return to the winner's circle it's going to be too, if in fact he can do. He's going to have 1 lap to go here in a second.
Lucky and Karen here. Oh, Karen's going to try and go in the outs. No, he's gone. Oh, he's on too deep. Karen's gone. Off to Bunnings. Just went way too deep there into Carras. And that battle's gone now. He's dropped down to 10th. Maverick will finish 9th now.
Looks like the field's pretty much set to finish the way it is now. Looks like there's no more battles on the track.
Karen 11th. Shout out to Womble.
Quite happily go back to V8 now.
A quick shout out to Womble before we head back to V8. Great drive from Womble.
He's beat 2 cars tonight. Well, this stage anyways, 1.3 seconds clear of the other Tyrone at the moment, who's just
Done
behind
well.
him.
It's a great drive.
But back up to Troy. A couple of corners left to go here.
Here he is. It's been a long season for him. He's really got down on himself, but I know at Ragged Edge we kept saying, keep fighting the good fight, keep pushing, because it will come. We know how fast this guy is, and tonight he has proven it. As he comes through Muffin Top for the last time. Now into Fed Air and Encore. Get around him, ladies and gentlemen. V8 is back on the top step where he belongs, and Ragged Edge get a big bucket load of points. What a drive, what a performance. Big Guns is back. Second will be D-Flow. Fantastic drive. Artie in third. Great racing from those two. Nux in fourth.
Solid fourth
Great
for
drive
Knuckles.
from Nux, actually. But my drive of the day is Black Project by far. He put on an absolute show for us with some fantastic overtaking. Barry in sixth. Scotty G in seventh. Lucky will finish in eighth. Well, he should. Yep, he should finish in eighth. Maverick just going to make him earn it. Nice job. Karen in 10th. NASCAR in 11th. Womble, fantastic performance there in 12th. Really gave it everything. 13th will be the other Tyrone, and 14th will be the Bad Doctor. But it's all about one man tonight. V8 for Ragged Edge Racing, back on the top step. Fantastic performance.
straight down, man. Woohoo! Well, it's been some good battles tonight. Nux and Black Project early on in the first stint there was a great battle, and then that battle between Barry and Scotty G, and then with Black Project catching up to them towards the end of the race as well. Some good, fair, hard racing from the middle pack there tonight. Artie Thump and D-Flow having a good old skirmish towards the front of the field as well. And as we slide further back down the order, it got a little bit more questionable. I know there's going to be some words sent between teams, I think, tonight, between some of these guys towards the back.
Being very diplomatic there. Words is one word I could...
I'm trying to be. I'm trying to be diplomatic. Got a car involved in it too, so it sort of makes it hard to be... Look
at that. Gets the clean sweep as well.
Diplomatic.
Fantastic result. Recapping our race results, V8 in first. That's right. Big Guns is back on top. Second was D-Flow. Third was Artie Thump. Fourth was Nux. Fifth was Black Project. Sixth was Berry. Seventh was Scotty G. Eighth was Lucky. Ninth was Maverick. 10th was Karen. 11th was NASCAR. 12th was Womble. Big shout out to Womble. 2 races tonight. Well done, son. 13th was the other Tyrone. And the Bad Doctor there in 14th. The fast lap did go to V8 with a 1:18.367 on lap 15. That is the Next Level Racing M6 GT3 Championship Round 3 Group B run and done. Wow. Whew. Debrief all that. So some driver of the days are coming in. Looks like Black Project is going to win this by a landslide. Just having a look there. So, yeah. So, Crazy One says Black Project. Brocky says Black Project. King Oscar says, good job, V8. Justy Adams says, Troy finally getting the points he's proven he's capable of earning. Diego Racing gives Troy driver of the day. Filthy gives driver of the day to Black Project with a special mention to Knuckles. Just the Adam says, shout out Womble, 2 races on the night with the last minute call up. Second time he's had to fill in what commitment. 100% agree with that. Womble finished first and second. Lucky says, well done, Troy. About time. The fan club has to go because the glass is empty. Wow, that was had some interesting moments in that race. It sort of started off hectic and then it sort of meandered out a little bit, and then it got hectic again. Just sort of really a classic Group B race, and it had some drama in it, which, well, it wouldn't be a Group B race without some drama. So I think all in all, a very good night's racing, considering the challenges we have had with GT Sport in the last couple of weeks. I think both races were fantastic. Thoughts, gentlemen? I can hear the good doc feverishly typing away, so we'll leave him.
It was a great race, guys. Great calling too. It was awesome. I'm stoked for Guns to get the monkey off the back and prove for himself that he can do it. He can last the race, and that was good. But there were some awesome dices in there.
Yeah, some excellent battles up and down the pack tonight. Some great drive, some really good driving from some of these guys, given room, and you saw the Knuckles and Black Project fight, like I mentioned earlier, and then the guys in the middle pack there, where there's a lot of positional changing in that without any panel rubbing. Yeah, some questionable stuff as well, but
yeah,
it is what it is.
Be a few interesting debriefs.
Driver of the day, I'm going to be biased here. I can't help but give it to Black Project. Made a mistake there after having an epic battle with Lucky with Knuckles, in the first part of the race there, and looked like he was over and done with there. Went back as far as, I think, 10th, at one stage, and then walked back up through the field, end up where he was battling for anyway, so effectively he lost 9 seconds. So, good recovery.
Yeah, hard to disagree. Hard to disagree with any of that.
So, of course, coming up on Sector 1, we're not sure we're going to have anything on Thursday, but before we do go, just another reminder of the announcement that the sign up for next season for our main game drivers will be dropping after this stream. So you will see that, the form there. Please, if you want to drive next season, jump on board, fill out the form. If you want to be a team owner next season, jump on board, fill out the form. Also your American Express card details, thank you. But of course, that will lead into next season with some plenty of big announcements coming up very shortly in terms of we have sort of talked about what we're driving next season, but we want to do a proper announcement, make it all special and stuff. Of course, next round will be very interesting for the M6s, as they will get the weight stripped out of them, so they'll become, borderline Group 2 missiles, which means the guys will really have to be on top of their game, especially with their tyre management. We are heading to Dragon Trail Seaside next round, so the Wall of Chumps will be back in play. We know there's been plenty of drama at that racetrack through there, so looking forward to seeing how that all plays out. But that won't be next weekend, that will be the weekend after. We are not racing next weekend, ladies and gentlemen. It is Anzac Day, so please buy a poppy, buy a badge. If you are around the city and you see guys selling them, please lend your support for a fantastic cause. Any thoughts, gentlemen, before we shut up shop for the night?
Yeah, no, thanks everyone for tuning in. Good to see the chat was going again tonight quite well, which is always good to see. Yeah.
Well, we've had the main course, now it's time for the dessert. We'll go and watch a bit of MotoGP and a bit of F1.
And a bit of Monza 3 Hour. Go Matty Campbell.
Go, not Lewis.
Yeah.
Anybody else but Lewis, go.
Anybody else. Yeah. Just feed him one first.
Wow. Solid. So a massive thank you does go to Stickers tonight for joining us in the box. We had some issues in the lobby, but he pushed through it like the champ he is. A huge thank you goes to the good doc, as per always. A massive thank you goes to all our wonderful viewers. You guys are amazing. If you haven't smashed that like button, give it an old smash and bash bash. Not too sure what's happening on Thursday, but as always, stay across all our social media and we'll keep you in the loop. But go and enjoy F1, go and enjoy MotoGP, go and enjoy the Monza 3 hour. But this is Sean, aka Go, signing off for now, and you've been watching Australia's premier GT Sport racing channel, Sector 1.